Hi, things! Hello! Happy Sunday, butt fucks. How's everybody doing? Hi, I'm good. How are you guys? Pink one. Oh! Hi. Hi. It's Persona time. Yes. The thing to rival all things. I am a thing that rivals all things. Thank you. Hi. First time catching Lily live. Oh, hello. Welcome. You'll be happy to see that the Lily you see in YouTube videos and the Lily that you see live on stream is the exact same bullshit. Just less wave shenanigans.
Need a break from Mariah telling you what she wants for Christmas? Tune into Pink Thing Radio for your holiday escape, and if you want to send a shout out, subject your message with a BB.
BBE! Thanks so much for the super. Honest to God, I would just be playing Homestuck for the holidays the entire time. Mariah Carey has an infinite money glitch things. Infinite money. Hi. You feeling 652? No. Hubby is though. Hubby's like been fighting a cold that is trying to fucking have a chokehold on him, and I'm like, no! You fight that fucking thing, do you hear me? Fight him. The freaking Christmas song. It's an infinite money glitch, chat. I hope you don't get sick. Oh, I'm fine. I am completely fine. I've actually been keeping a good eye on my health lately because I don't want to get sick. I'm so busy. I had this stupid throat sensation that was like, you're getting a cold, you're totally getting a cold, but I was able to beat it with soup. I literally had that a few days ago, and I just fucking raw dogged that shit with soup also. Soup and like vitamin C, boom. How's the weather? Chilly.
P3 is one of my favorite games of all time and has one of the best stories told in a video game. It comes together so brilliantly. I want the credits theme to be played at my funeral.
Oh, wait.
Aegis is one of my favorite characters ever, and Liz is best Velvet Room Girl. This game
means so much to me. Thank you, Wave. I'm gonna go up to Wave's funeral. I'm gonna stand up at the podium. I'm gonna cry. And I'm gonna be like, honestly, work. And that's it. That's Wave's funeral. That's all you're getting from me. I have Persona 3. I need to pick up Reload again, even though I never finished it. Honestly, I'm really happy. I'm probably never playing this because people spoiled me on the ending. You literally spoil yourself out of a good time. Oh, someone spoiled me on the ending. Cook yourself out of entertainment. Meow. Why, yes, that is what you should do, actually. No, don't tell Jaeger, not me. I'm gonna play it. It's not my fault, then play the game, you dumb fuck. You can't blame other people and then refuse to play it out of spite. You play it. Doesn't matter what the ending is. I watch the movies, I'm still playing it. I live out of spite. Yeah, that's why you don't get to have fun ever. But I'm not falling for your tricks anymore. No, whenever Jaeger is like, I'm sad. I used to like fucking fall for it, but then he would be super annoying about it after. So now I'm like, eat a dick, and then he's fine. I didn't even try Persona 3 until Persona 4 Arena spoiled it. Still great. Persona 3, I think, is like the best story out of all of the Persona games, bar none. And Reload just adds so much to the experience, like... Hi! Report this alien to the police. No! slow. There's a lot of parts of the movies don't get to, hence why I'm gonna play the game. Like, even knowing the ending is everything that leads up to what makes it so special. Yeah, like, I completely agree with you. Did Lily cast Vicious Mockery or something? Yes, always.
Can you update your YouTube playlists? There's some VODs I can only find by scrolling through a long list of past VODs like Deltarune Chapter 4.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna have to scroll a bit, because I stream daily. Like, I could maybe update it, but I haven't had time. I have a lot of stuff I need to get to. Baby, baby, baby. Yeah, plus Persona 3 has, like, the best music out of any Persona game. I'm back. I've had stuff to do for the past week, but I'm alive. Hooray! Are you doing only the humans or the Personas also? No, I'm only doing the humans.
I'm curious about your character's lore.
Oh, you mean Lilygoth? I am a Shoggoth, I'm a shapeshifter, I doinked the satellite, and I ended up on your planet. I do have a whole comic. An entire-ass comic that explains my lore. 2, actually. They're both up on patreon.com/kinkymation. I guess I should probably put up the first Pinkwing one publicly now, because it's been like a year. But there is lore to this. Is alien, is shapeshifter, is Shoggoth. I eat media, so I just want to consume everything. Persona 3 has the best story, Persona 4 has the most characters. Look, I'm gonna say this. Persona 3 has the best story, Persona 4 has the best comedy, and Persona 5 has the most staying power overall. Although I will say that Reload is giving 5 a run for its money. Hi! How did you crash? I just ended up here. You copied waifu figures. I did, initially. Have you read the manga or seen the movies? I saw the movies. For Persona 3, I saw the movies. Hi, I'm doing great. No, the Persona 4 anime was amazing. I have Golden. I did play 4. I have Golden. And the anime was hilarious. So, yeah. The dub is a treasure.
What would it take for you to review the designs and backstories of all 175 Skylanders?
A lot of subs, but maybe I'll do it. Who knows? Thanks so much for the super chat. What is Subimation? My husband is an enigma. I would like to know as well, because I thought he was human, but he could fool me. Cryptid, a creature. Don't say a number, Lee. I'm not saying a number. Hi. I'd have to be, like, interested in a thing if I want to do a review, but I have done reviews out of things that, like, I never thought I would before, so there's a chance. Like, I never thought I was gonna go into Yu-Gi-Oh! And look where we are now. Where's Sublimation? He's at his desk.
Aren't Shoggoth from Antarctica and
Hi.
were made by aliens as living forklifts, according to the Mountains of Madness?
Like, we do build things, but we're not from Earth. Thanks so much for the super, by the way.
Hubby is the gift that keeps on giving.
Hey!
And so are you. You're both cryptic gifts to humanity.
Thank you, Chaser, and thank you for the sub. If you guys do like having Hubby on and having him talk about segments with me and like us going back and forth on bullshit, make sure you check out the Call of Duty video that we're gonna upload this week. Because it would mean the world to me if
Persona
he hears
3
that people
is the
actually like to
first
hear
game
from
I
him,
cried
because he doesn't
to.
believe me.
Honestly, peak ending.
Yeah, honestly, Persona 3 is amazing. We're finally back reviewing for you. You know what game you can join into? Put your hands together if you want to climb, because it's time for the pink thing to yap! Lily Goth. Oh, that was from the DK rap. Okay, yeah, I am here. Debut Hobie Mansion stream when I might have to make like another emotion so he can actually talk with this model. I'll just hold the cat up to like my mouth and make him speak. Hi! Were you looking at the characters' costumes too? No. I do have a plan for today's stream, but like we'll get there. Slow your load, chat. When did you get such a catchy musical theme? Forever. I have great music. Side note, I've worked with some phenomenal musicians over the years for Lily Goth, and I will continue to do so because I find it very fun.
Persona time.
Yeah, baby. Thanks so much for the sub, War God. Thank you. Niemet Model 2.0. I can just add him as an expression to my model. I love the smug cat BNG. I like it because it's unhinged. I hope that like the Persona fandom comes out today to like yap shit about Persona 3, because while I did watch the movies and I will play Reload, I love hearing about like the way that they made the game in general, because I love the artwork. Like you'll see, I'm very passionate about the Persona art style. I hope Hubby stays as a cat, Lily. Oh, that's not changing. He likes the cat too much to change it. I was like, do you want me to like design you a character? Like, do you want like a big bad space daddy? And he was like, no. I like the smug cat thing. I was like, bet, okay. Like, should I make you a character to match Lily? No. He likes the cat. I know that I have your husband's cat PNG and Niemet Silk white streak hair. Oh yeah, that avatar's called the Niemet Silk.
So, embarrassing story. I was stuck on a specific boss for the longest time. I won't get into specifics as to why because Lily hasn't played yet, but for those who have played, 10-4. If you know, you know.
I can't fucking wait, I'm excited. He's a good cat boy. Yeah, he is. He's very helpful. He helped me set up most of the stuff today. Him in Spanish helped me with this one. Honestly, I will forever be grateful to Hubby and to Spanish for helping me set up all this bullshit, because I could not have, like, the time to make the amount of fucking prep work for these review streams. I would rather make all the content that I review myself or have other people from my community help me make it, because while I'm cool with reacting to other content creators' videos, I don't just want to, like, react to someone else's work and that's it. I want to make my own thing. If Hubby had his own streaming channel, you both double your odds on getting them gamer subs waifu cups. You know, believe it or not, Hubby would rather be in the shadows. He's much more comfortable working in the shadows, helping me get stuff done. Like, he's like, I don't mind, like, I like working with you, and I don't mind if you're, like, the outward-facing when it comes to, like, this stuff. Because, like, he's okay with being in streams, but he does not have the time or the bandwidth to stream himself, so he'd rather I do it.
Any chance you do a stream on P12 characters and try to guess their deal? 2 especially since all 3 main Atlas artists did official art on them.
But how can I, like, do a stream on a game that never existed? I would do it only for the fucking Hitler and sunglasses. Thanks so much for the super chat. Hubband is literally the shadow government. Big Hubbo pulling the strings behind the scene. He kind of is, actually. Like, I'm pretty sure that a lot of shit that goes on YouTube I would never be able to make happen without him. Lily, really? I'm joking. No, please, he's explicitly not Hitler, TM. Lily, what's the sub goal for review of the Dispatch arc book? The sub goal is I need to actually fucking finish Dispatch. He's the Bell No Light to your Oguri Cap. Yeah, kind of like that. He enjoys being a shadow being and helping me answer emails. I'm so bad at that. Yeah, Dispatch, how is it? I literally just started, but pretty good. I think I made the right call to not stream it, though, because, like, with the way that I like to interact with chat, it would have been impossible to pay attention to the story. I'll beat Oracle a little bit. How far into Dispatch are you? Like, barely. I'm on episode 1. I just got, like, Princess carried by Blonde Blazer somewhere, and we're having a drink. That's where I'm at. After I set a dude on fire at the bar. Because I could. Taking it very, very slow then. Well, yeah, I'm busy. How are you enjoying the game so far? Dispatch? Oh, I'm having a blast. So far, I've made some objectively questionable choices. Are you playing uncensored? I am! I saw a cool dick in all its glory.
Persona is my favorite. For me it's likely 4, 3, 5, but I haven't played 5 in a while. Nothing makes me cry as easily as Brand New Days, crying face emoji, no spoilers. Hope you play them all if you haven't already.
Thank you for the super chat. I've played 4 and I've played 5. For 3 I saw the movies, but I have Reload. Alright. It's about time we begin, speaking of which. Speaking of Persona. So, as you guys all know, and if you know the fucking, if you guys know the Kinkymation Deep Lore, if you know, you know, I am a huge fan of the Persona franchise. I got a big start to my art career with Persona 5 specifically. I drew a lot of Persona. A lot. Both safe for work and not safe for work. If you know, you know. I think one of my most popular comics is literally a Persona 5 comics. And the reason for this is I am obsessed with the art style. Obsessed. The first time I played a Persona game, I saw the talk sprites and I immediately fell in love. So I finished Persona 5 and I was like, okay, well, I need more of this shit. I know Persona 4 exists, but friends actually were like, hey, did you know that they made movies on Persona 3? Because I was like, I can't play Persona 3. I don't have the fucking hardware for this. And I was like, I bet. So I watched the movies. And recently, Persona 3 Reload came out. And was actually lucky enough to receive a review copy for Persona 3 Reload on the Switch 2. Now, I have installed it, and I actually love the idea of playing... And playing Persona 3 on the go has been awesome. Like, the Switch 2, it looks wonderful on the Switch 2, believe it or not. People would be like, why aren't you playing on PlayStation? Dude, like, it looks great on the Switch. If there's a demand for it, I could stream it. Like, shout out to, Guillotine Agency and Atlas for actually giving me a review copy for the Switch 2. It looks amazing. I can't fucking wait to dive in deep into it. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it or not yet, but, like, I do have it. It's been a great time. And while I was, like, booting it up, I thought to myself, like, wow, the new artwork looks amazing. So I think, I thought, if I'm gonna make a character review with Persona 3, why not do a little comparing, right? Because the Atlas art style over the past few years has really, really refined itself. Now it has a very, very clear sense of identity. And while the artwork for the original game is decent, there were some growing pains there, okay? And I want to see how we got over those growing pains, if that affected the characters' designs at all, what changed, what didn't throughout the years. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. We're only gonna do the main cast, the human cast, no personas, because personas would be like another video entirely. And we're not gonna look at any costumes. I'm going to look at mainly the 2D renders and the talk sprites, because I think that's where the bulk of the meat and potatoes of the artwork is. Stream it. Please stream it. Yeah, I might stream it because I did get a review copy and the embargo on streaming it lifted, so I can finally do the whole thing if I want to. But for now, we're going to talk about the characters because I think that Reload, so far from what I've seen of it, has done a phenomenal job rebuilding Persona 3 from the ground up. So we're going to look at the old design, and then we're going to look at the new design, and we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about that, all right? Wait, Atlas gave you the game? They know who you are, then that's a Giga Chen move. I did get a review copy from Guillotine Agency. Like, they're based off the UK. I actually tagged the person that got me in touch with them. And yeah, I was actually really, really thrilled because I'm a huge fan of the Persona franchise. So getting a review copy for Persona 3 Reload was like dream come true. Okay, let's begin with our protagonist. You know him, you love him. Baby boy, Makoto, that's how I know of him. This is the old artwork, all right? Look at that boy. So, one of my favorite things about the Persona 3 protagonist is that he is an emo twink baby, okay? You look at you and he's a Chad, and then you look at Joker and he's like a pretty boy who's also like a smooth fucking talker, and then you look at Makoto and you're like, wow, he's a twig. I could snap him in half. Aegis could grab him and just go, and he would die. And you know what? I think he kind of wants to, you know? Like, that's the vibe with Makoto. I do kind of get the sense that he's kind of like aloof and doesn't really fucking seem to care about anything in the old artwork. There's some standout pieces to the character. He has his MP3, he has his headphones, but the silhouette is like lanky, kind of like drawn in on himself, and not very like, not very open, kind of closed in on its own. He still looks very pretty, mind you, but he lacks the riz and pizzazz of the other two modern Persona protagonists. But I want to see if they manage to grab this concept and give him back that riz he rightfully deserves, because that bitch could pull Toaster and Elizabeth, so go for it. Look at that! Oh, he looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So when I say that, like, there were some growing pains, most of the growing pains in the art style for Persona 3 were in proportions, right? If you look at fucking Makoto from the OG game versus Makoto now, you will see that he has like a much nicer action line and his head is not nearly as big as it used to be. He still very much has that drawn inwards to himself type of vibe and personality, but the overall look is way more polished. There's a nicer flow to the character now. The blues are more vibrant. You can definitely tell that his shoes are blue now, which they actually balance out the blue in his hair. He has a little bit more expression in the Persona 3 Reload artwork. But he still very, very much looks cold, right? And a notable thing is that his skin no longer looks super washed out. He has like a normal-ass skin tone now. The shading is a little bit more crisp, or a little bit more soft cell, as opposed to being just like kind of soft shaded. And there's a lot more detail in his face. It's way, way better proportioned, super cute, super fucking pretty. And if you look at the talk sprite, look how clean that line work is. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. He kind of like has that more refined look to him now that the modern Atlas protagonists have as well. Like, if you put him in a lineup next to Joker and you, he's no longer feels out of place. The growing pains that Atlas have been completely removed in the remake. He looks so fucking pretty. And I think my favorite thing about it is how much more the colors pop in Reload. Because in the OG, they kind of blended into each other a little bit. Fun fact, the OG for Makoto Yuki's actually married to the VA for Elizabeth. Oh, that's so cute! So yeah, like that, like the biggest change is like the pose is a little bit less exaggerated, but he still kind of conveys the same vibe that he used to. And the colors are just much nicer now.
My head cans about the Persona Pro tags. P3 Pro tag sleeps the most. P4 Pro tag who's the most successful career. P5 Pro tag gets slayed the most.
Yes, Joker's swimming in pussy, actually. Thanks so much for the super. But yeah, Makoto looks lovely. His talk sprite is actually gorgeous. It's funny that his talk sprite has a different shade of blue in his hair, but we did maintain it. One very, very important thing to note, though, big change, is that Makoto's eyes went from being gray to being blue. They went from being a very, like, steely gray to being like a nice blue-gray tone. I think that having the blue eyes suits him because it gives him a lot more depth to his face.
He now looks more like he is Will's brother.
You think so? Thanks so much for the super. Yeah, they did change his eye color, which I think was actually a nice change. It's not something that I mind at all because it's still gray, it's just more bluish. All right, let's move on. The second character that you meet in Persona would be Yukari, right? So this is her original 3D render. Now, Yukari is like basically the Anne Takamaki of Persona 3. Girly pop, super cute. She's a member of Seer, obviously. A little bit less confident than fucking Makoto, who just grabbed that fucking summoning gun and fucking topped himself metaphorically. In Persona, usually what we do is that we have the school uniforms, but we always customize them to each character, so they all have, like, their own vibe. And Yukari is definitely super trendy, super fucking cute. Again, main issue is that there's a little bit of a proportion issue with her hair. Her head is way, way too big. But I do like the shading in this. I do like that she looks super trendy and super sweet. And the Atlas, like, fucking anatomy is there. Her face is still gorgeous. And she has, like, her cute little choker and stuff. Let's see what they did for Reload, though. Oh, she's so pretty. Wow, we really polished this a lot. Okay, so interesting things to note is that her outfit is exactly the same. Exactly the same. They changed nothing, okay? They changed absolutely nothing about the base design for Yukari at all.
Context: P3 was Sojima's first art director work, and you can tell he took heart after Kaneko, who was the main SMT artist, before coming into his own.
Yeah, like, the differences in, like, fucking confidence as an artist, look, it's night and day. I feel like in the OG stuff, it was still trying to heavily reference Shin Megami Tensei, and now with the remake, there's definitely more of the artist's own, like, fingerprint here. I took such a big inspiration from Atlas when I first started my art journey. You guys have no idea. Hell, you might still be able to see it in my work sometimes. But the thing I like the most is, again, there's so much more confidence in the posing for these characters, because Yukari here still looks trendy and super cute, but there's also a little bit of that, like, uncertainty and kind of, like, doubting yourself that the character does have for a big part of the game. She looks a little bit more shy, a little bit less ready to yell at you. Her hair also no longer looks completely gravity-defying. It has a lot nicer wispiest to us now. It looks much nicer. Again, the colors are so much more vibrant, so much more beautiful, and being able to, like, work digitally probably really, really helped there. I think that also having very, very crisp, clean line art definitely helped in the Persona 3 Reload designs. Because it's just so much more eye-catching. That pink is so much brighter, that red is so much brighter. These shapes are so much nicer. There's such a nice flow to the overall silhouette for Yukari in general. I love that the choker, you can actually tell that the choker is there now because of the line art being darker, because in the original sprite, blink and you miss the choker. Because everything kind of blends into each other, and the choker was way too big. But with the Reload sprite, it's way more noticeable, especially in the Talk sprite. And the Talk sprite has just, like, nice, crisp lines, very vibrant colors. I love what they did with the shading for this. I actually really love the shading with the outline. In general, she still retains her original spirit while being a little bit flirtier and a little bit more uncertain, which is kind of like part of her character arc in Persona 3.
Will you do Persona 4 the ultimate art for P3 cast?
Maybe I will. Thanks so much for the super chat. To me, the choker feels a bit on the nose, saying, "This is the Lover's Arcana, see the hearts," and Anne was more on the nose. I think that Anne was worse. Wait, you're not showing the original portraits? Oh, funny thing about the original portraits. The original portraits were just zoomed-in versions of the, Some of them are zoomed-in versions of the 2D renders, but they're really, really hard to find. We looked everywhere. Like, the ones I was able to find had such low quality and low resolution that it was not worth putting them in here. Wait, really? Yeah, it's very difficult to find them at a high enough resolution. But yeah, Yukari, I think she looks beautiful. Absolutely adorable. Even though these are school uniforms, that there's still a lot of personality here. I love the big pink sweater. It's one of the cutest things ever. Let's move on. To our boy, the man, the myth, the legend, that danced in front of my girlfriend where my girlfriend got shot, Junpei! Now, Junpei, I have a bone to pick because he does not look like a high schooler. Junpei looks like the guy who peaked in high school and keeps going back to hang out in high school, even though he's like 22 and should be in college. Like, Junpei, I love you, but your original fucking artwork does not at all make you look like a high schooler. Like, there's so many things about this design that I like, but he is so aged in the face in the original artwork. Junpei has, like, real loser energy. A little bit, like, I think the goatee really doesn't help. Like, I love the baseball cap, I love the high neckline. Like, adore his color scheme, but genuinely the goatee makes you look like 40 years old. He's a high schooler? Yes. Yes, he is. Most people in Persona, like, it's funny because in Persona 1 and 2, I think that some Persona users were, like, dead-ass adults. But ever since 3, every fucking user has been, like, a high schooler. Every game needs one. Like, he's like the Ryuji of this game, okay? He is ride or die, but he looks like he's fucking 30. I had to double check because he doesn't do the same on the new one at all. Yeah, let's see the new one to compare.
More like Stupe Ace Defective.
Hey, thanks so much for the dono. Look at him! He does not at all look like a high schooler. Atlas, you dropped the ball on this one.
Junpei breakdancing on my girlfriend's gravy ori.
That was my favorite part of Persona 3 dancing, side note. Literally. Thanks so much for the super. Okay, so Junpei's new design, big change here. Big change in the pose, because I think that's something that they realized when they were working on Reload, is that the fucking artwork for Junpei lacked so much energy. It did. Like, Junpei's a pretty high-energy character. He carries around the baseball bat. He's a fucking giant fucking loser in the best way. He's a goofball, but he is. And, like, the goofball energy was genuinely missing from the 2D render for the OG game. So, for Reload, they had a little bit more fun. They played with his action line way more. He looks way more energetic. His fucking actual... You can see all the details in his outfit that make him look like a loser wannabe pickup artist, but, like, with a heart of gold, right? Like, the fucking chain on the belt, and the flip collar, the dog tag necklace, the shitty baseball cap, the goatee that he definitely should shave off because it adds, like, 20 years to your face. Like, Junpei's vibe was really captured in the Persona 3 Reload artwork. He's, like, a goofball... He, like, wants to fucking pick up chicks and stuff. Like, he somehow, like, he bagged the hottest girl in the game. And then he danced on where she got shot. Like, Junpei is a great character. I'm really, really glad that they redid the sprite like this for Reload, because it looks so much fun. The talk sprite is obviously not as goofily posed, because it's a talk sprite, so you just need, like, the shoulders up. But God, the Atlas art style aged him so bad. Usually anime has the opposite problem. Usually anime makes characters look younger, but the Atlas art style, believe it or not, it's a pretty mature art style. Which is why if you tell me that the Persona 5 cast, or hell, even the Persona 3 cast is in high school, I would be like, no, they're not. If I didn't know that they were wearing school uniforms, I would have been like, this isn't a high schooler. No fucking way. Because the art style, it makes them look so much older. I do think, though, that there really are some kids in high school that you look at them and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ, what did they feed you? And in, like, that lanky teenager way, Junpei fits it really, really well. You know? But I will make fun of him because he's ride or die, but he's also, like, the most easy to bully character in this entire fucking game. Exactly that vibe. How do you do, fellow kids? A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. That's Junpei's whole thing, chat. I'm sorry. It's like Jotaro from JoJo. Yeah, I'm 16, Junpei. At least he's not buff as fuck, chat. At least he has the lanky teenager body, because otherwise I would be like, I do not believe you. I do not believe you. I mean, I started having facial hair in high school, too. Yeah, but, like, I think if they really wanted to sell the facial hair in high school, like, make it patchy. Make it, like, patchy and gross. It's so fucking funny, chat, because, like, people forget what they used to look like in high school because, like, you don't remember, right? You don't have that conception. But if you look at a picture of yourself in high school, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this fetus? Media has ruined high schoolers for people because now everybody thinks that a high schooler looks like a slightly younger adult. Nuh-uh. High schoolers are lanky, and they're weird, and they're stinky. They have baby face. This is not baby face Junpei. I wish if he had some patchy fucking stubble that he, like, forgot to shave right when he was shaping his goatee, or, like, a fucking tissue paper stuck on the blood. I was chubby, baby fat, also taco fat. True! Hormones be wild. The hormone soup, Chad. The hormone soup. So, Junpei, I love the energy in Reload way more than in the original. Again, the confidence the artist is putting out, like, in the posing, the action lines, and the way that they, like, just compose these shots is amazing now. Persona 3, great game, great artwork, growing pains. It's not helped by the fact that, like, TV does tend to use people that are still, like, in their early to mid-20s to portray high school students still. Because, like, have you ever tried to work with an actual high schooler? Have you ever tried to, like, get along or talk to an actual teenager? Guys, like, I went to watch Demon Slayer, and I had 2 teenagers sitting next to me in the whole film. I wanted to strangle one by the end of it. Because they kept whipping out their phones whenever there was no fighting on screen. Alright, moving on. Then we have, oh, the one that definitely does not look like a high schooler.
Junpei is the only guy you cannot date as the FemC.
Yeah, actually, because he has that shit locked and loaded. Thanks so much for the super. Fucking youngins. Those bastards. Yeah. The FemC was robbed. There was no FemC in Persona 3 Reload. They should have put her in.
At first I thought Mitsuru was 20s, 30s.
The Atlas art style is super mature. Like, and as they've refined it over the years, the characters look much older than they actually are. Thanks so much for the super.
Lily, I see high schoolers on my job. They do look older than we think.
No, they
but
don't.
Also some look younger. It's really a roll of the dice.
Yeah. Some of them look older and some of them look like lanky goblins. Thanks so much for the super. All right.
The main characters also get new uniforms in Reload for when they explore Tartarus that look pretty slick.
Oh yeah, they do have those, but I'm just using like the main sprites for these. Thank you.
I remember a guy known for long hair at my old school. They showed his first year's picture during our last mandatory year. Thanks to his short hair, no one recognized him at first.
That genuinely does happen though. Like, you fucking go through growth spurts like hell. Thanks so much for the super. All right. Mitsuru. So, I love this design. It might be one of my favorite designs in the Persona girlies, bar none. Because again, we took the school uniform, we made it look so much cooler, way more refined. She's giving rich girl vibes, because spoiler alert, she is. Rich girl vibes, love the tall boots, love the skirt, love the fact that she doesn't have a school jacket on. The bow is super fucking cool. It's also really great use of like different tones of red for the character, right? So like the bow is really, really heavily saturated, but her hair isn't. She also has like full BJ lips for like no good reason. And in true Atlas fashion, everyone is lanky and flat-chested. Atlas can't do boobs, I'm sorry. Atlas is like allergic to breastises, okay? She looks great, okay? But you can still see those like growing pains, especially with posing and the fucking proportions. Because like this pose, it's good, but it's a bit stiff. Let's see how they did in Reload. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, no. The children demand the Trembum go! Oh, look how much nicer that flows, chat! Composition is something you should keep in mind when you're actually doing posing characters as well. They did great here because my eye goes from her face, flows down her hair, travels down her body, and then all the way back up to that little red ribbon. Again, they still managed to make the hair brighter while not making the bright red ribbon of the uniform be washed out at all. Commendable color work. I also really like that instead of having her eyes be like reddish brown, they just fucking committed to the bit and actually made them red. Really neat touch of using colored line art to just kind of like soften her features a little bit. Like Mitsuru has a really severe look in general. And you can see it in the talk sprite because the talk sprite doesn't have that colored line art. But in general, I think that they really learned how to play with the shapes with her. We are also using color temperature much better in Persona 3 Reload. I don't know if you guys noticed, but now all of the shirts for the characters that are white have a cool undertone. Same with the blacks. The OG artwork had a more warm undertone. It was more like digitally painted. These kind of like embrace a slightly more cell shade type of style. It's still like soft cell in points, but the shading is a little bit more severe, which makes it pop all the more. I've always said that, like, the Persona artists genuinely do not fucking miss when it comes to their 2D stuff, because, like, I was obsessed with the Metaphor ones. Their 3D work still needs to be redone, I feel. Like, at this point, just make new ones. But, for the 2D stuff, they do great. They fuck with the color temperature a lot more in the uniforms now, but even then, even with the lighting and the talk sprite, you can tell that the color temperature for the shirt, it's a cool tone, white, right? Because the red is actually very warm. And Mitsuru has like a lot of cool tones. A lot. or rather warm tones on her person. So making the shirt and the skirt like a cool one really does help balance it out. Also, it's really funny. I always picture her with red lipstick. She doesn't have red lipstick. She just has really full lips. And I love that, like, we managed to retain that incredibly, like, sexy vibe. The character's very alluring, let's face it. I think she's a high school senior. She definitely gives older. She definitely gives senpai, just by the way that she carries herself. But it went from being like, ooh, woman, why are you in high school, to, yeah, could be a high school senior. Her pose is not nearly as intimidating now because she's no longer looking down at the player. The pose in general is a lot more open and inviting because she's no longer looking down on you. And the talk sprite is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful.
Longtime fan, first time chatter.
Hi!
Thanks for being my favorite character design professor.
Aw, thank you. That's super sweet. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Mitsuru's original VA directly replied to a tweet of mine where I called her inverted Edelgard, both in color and element. Also, her new VA is Dorothea, and the original VA is still Elizabeth as well.
Yeah, like, they actually did change some roles for Persona 3 Reload. I did know this. As Chad is pointing out, her AI in the original was garbage! She spammed my current ability constantly. Oh, yeah, because I think in the OG you could not control your other party members. It was just you, and that's it. But yeah, like, masterfully redone. The pose no longer looks awkward as hell. The leg isn't sticking out at a weird angle anymore. She looks more open, more friendly. She's no longer looking down at you. I think that she still manages to, like, convey that she's a bit intimidating as a character, but it no longer looks quite as severe as it used to. Next we have Akihito. Oh wait, Akihiko. I'm really bad at reading Japanese names. Okay, so like another one that's like, you're not a high schooler. What are you doing here, old man? What the fuck are you doing here? Don't you have like to go to a bar? Don't you gotta go to a bartend somewhere, mama? Human Knuckles, he's an idiot. I have a perfect scene for this, actually. The perfect scene for this. Hold on, give me a sec. Tangent! Punchy Boy. I love Punchy Boy, but mama, he looks like he should be bartending somewhere. Literally, this is what I think about when I see this character.
So another great thing about life is maybe even that guy. Would you like to be our friend?
Whoa! What the f, dude? Don't touch me!
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Dude, what the f? Why are you f***ing here, man? You're so old. Where's your wife? Go home to your family, dude.
Literally me? Literally me when I see him, because I'm like, you look so old. So this is one of the ones where he does not at all look like a high schooler, because you can't really tell he's wearing the school uniform. With the guys, you kind of need the jacket, otherwise it doesn't match. Either way, still nice pose, love the gloves, love the vest. He has an incredibly cool color scheme overall in like face and hair, so they kept it really, really warm in the original render. But I want to see what they did with Reload, because not a ton of his punchy personality is conveyed here. Let's see if the artist managed to actually catch his vibe in the new one. Still the same pose. He does not at all look punchy. He looks very elegant and very refined. Still looks like an idiot. In a good way, he looks like a lovable dork, but there's so much more flow to these. So much more flow, chat! He looks just so much nicer. The jacket has a lot of really nice fucking breeze to it. The fucking ribbon on his neck has flows. This one actually feels a bit more like the high school uniform because of the way that the vest is actually made. I do love that we warmed up the vest a little bit to compensate for the cool tones in the shirt. Did they change his eye color? Or am I saying, no, they didn't. They did not change it. But in the render, it looks warmer. He looks absolutely gorgeous. He still looks like he should go be bartending somewhere. Looks way too old to be in Persona 3 as a fucking high schooler. But I will say this. I love what they did with the Dorito body. Okay? I love that we actually managed to give him broad shoulders in this one. So he looks stronger. Because, like, here's the thing. Look at Makoto, look at Junpei. They're bean poles, right? Akihito actually looks like he can throw a punch. He looks a bit stronger than the other ones. Absolutely beautiful. I also really like that we learned how to draw pants. Drawing pants like this is not easy, Chad, but like we learned how to draw the pants in a way that still makes them look like a school uniform, but it's also very, very refined. His outfit is like hella classy. I think that he looks like one of the classiest motherfuckers in the Persona franchise. The Talk Sprite, gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. But you're too old to be in high school, my boy!
My boy. You were done dirty in the spin-offs. Why did they think muscle-bound meathead obsessed with protein was a good direction for your character?
Oh no! He was a little bit like that in the movie, not as much though.
Here
Thank
comes
you.
Mr. Protein.
I love Mr. Protein. I love Mr. Protein. Thanks so much for the super. He looks like a valet that with that vest and trousers. Yeah, he looks like he's gonna go bartend somewhere.
Fun fact. In the remake, Akihiko is voiced by Alejandro Saab, aka Sayu. Yeah, he's kinda been everywhere lately. Good for him.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you.
I definitely love the way body posture and silhouettes play into character description as well.
Yes.
Makoto's hunched over shyness. Yukari's hand over heart showing emotional vulnerability. Junpei's laid back head tilt. Mitsuru's queen-esque elegance. Aki's cool scene.
Oh, thanks so much for the
Will you
dono.
be looking at any of the P3 outfits from their appearances in Persona 4 Arena as well? Love your
Not for
design
now, but if the
reviews.
video does well, we can look at the arena designs because I actually do have the art book for that one. Thank you. But yeah, like, yes, as someone just said,
Despite the fact that Akihiko's OG voice actor didn't come back to voice Akihiko again, he did come back to be the new voice for the police officer.
that's good. Like, at least it's good to see some cast members returning. Thank you very much for the super chat, I think.
I joined late. Did you go over Yukari yet?
Yeah, she was actually the second one to show up. But yeah, like, as someone just said in chat, the posture of the characters, it's actually a fairly important thing about character design. Body language can tell you a lot about a person. So, Akihito's more confident than Makoto and Junpei, and it shows in his stance. It's a wide-legged stance. But he's still, like, relaxed. He's holding his jacket, looking off into the distance. Very cool, very calm and collected. Every single, like, character should convey, if you're doing, like, renders for a game, a story, whatever, try and convey as much of their personality as you can in just a neutral pose, because that also tells people what their deal is at a glance, you know? Like, I know that everyone here is a student, but you can tell a lot about what their actual personality is just by the way that they're posed, and I think that in Reload, we really understood the assignment. Like, all the sprites that have been redone have just enhanced the personalities, as opposed to, like, be neutral standing stances to show off the characters, which is what we had originally. They were good, but now they're much better in terms of posing.
Apparently, the director of Reload knew how popular Femcia was and wanted to add her as DLC, but it was way too expensive to develop. R.I.P. Katone Shiomi.
They're never gonna do it because they just want to do the Venus perspective. Thanks so much for the super. I'm pretty sure that, like, look, if Persona 6 wants to actually, like, really get in there, get more mainstream than before, add the girly pop option. Fire Emblem does it, and it does such a good job at making people ship the ever-loving shit out of everything, okay? It just does. All right, let's move on. Fuka, my girl. Did you guys know that I have a thing for the Navis? Yeah, because I do. I love all of them. All of the navigators are my favorite. So, Fuka, I love what they were doing with the posing, but I hate what they did with her face. It looks incredibly awkward in the original artwork, okay? And again, the posing is a bit awkward. We were only just finding our legs. This is, because again, very SMT before, but now we have definitely a Persona vibe. I love the tights. She has one of the best color schemes in Persona 3, I think. But her face looks kind of awkward in this one. I want to see what they did for Reload. Because, hopefully they managed to stick the landing and make her look cuter. Oh, much better! Oh my god, I love her. I love her to bits! She's so cute, I love her! Look at my baby! Look at her! Woo! I love all of the Navis. Navis are the best girls in Persona, don't fucking at me. Lovers are kinda— no! Basic first girl mentality, okay? If you wanna fucking get good shit in the Persona games, you don't just go for the first fucking bitch that fucking flashes her tits at you, chat. You wait. You get to know them. You pick the Navis or the girl that gets fucking ignored for most of the story. Haru. Like, going for the first girl is basic bitch behavior. Okay? Don't go for the first girl in your first playthrough. What are you, 10? No. You go for the first girl in your second one. Give them a chance, chat. Fuka is my favorite character in Persona 3. She's so cute. And the pose is much better now. She's still looking up, but I think that they really, really fixed her face to kind of give her like that wide-eyed, kind of like innocent look. Her hair's still short, but now it looks much fluffier. It no longer looks like she fucking hacked at it with scissors. The like ribbons on her, the shirt underneath her uniform look much cuter. In general, the flow of the entire thing is much better. The posing is way less awkward. I love the tights. I love the general gigantic use of cool tones everywhere with Fuka, except with like her eyes and her shoes, which balances the whole thing out really, really well. I also like that she doesn't wear the typical school uniform that everyone else does. Again, every character in Persona does this because for some reason we insist on working with high schoolers. We need to give the uniforms personality. I've said before, you can give uniforms personality just by tweaking a few things, and Fuka's definitely shows a more like shy demeanor just by the way that she's like pose and how she wears her uniform. Like, she still has a mini skirt, but it's a little bit, she doesn't have like an open jacket. She's wearing tights instead of like stockings or anything like that. It's just generally like a more cutesy, soft vibe. Look at her hair. Look how cute she is. She's like one of the cutest ones, and her talk sprite looks so soft. I love her. She's genuinely one of the coolest people, and she also has like a great persona as well. I'm not gonna show it because we're not gonna go for personas, but like, if you know, you know. Also, look how much nicer they did her hair. It's really tricky to do characters with short hair in anime art styles sometimes because you can make the hair look really choppy and really stiff, but I think that they really nailed it with making it like wispy and soft and cute, you know? I look at it and I immediately think mofu mofu, which is what you want with short hair like this. Because she's approachable, she's adorable. It's so fluffy, or she's so fluffy. And she's also really sweet, and she looks much sweeter. Like, she still looks, like, concerned, but she just looks sweet in general, which I like.
Counter argument. MILFs if available.
There are no MILFs in Persona! Not playable ones, anyway. There's MILFs, like... Well, not even, actually. There's, like, no MILFs.
Fuka kinda reminds me of Sailor Mercury.
Mm-hmm. She has a very, very similar vibe to Sailor Mercury because like they're both bookworms, I guess, and similar color scheme, so that makes sense. I personally just love that they used a very nice soft shade of green as opposed to being like, well, blue-green, as opposed to being like, wah, blue and that's it. It looks super cute. Thanks so much for the super.
Fun fact, in the original P3, the MC just dated all the girls.
Chad!
They didn't give us an option to stay friend. So you had to juggle dating multiple girls at the same time. So that happened.
Fucking Chad Makoto, though. I think now you have to pick, though. Thanks so much for the super. Like, I know who I would pick regardless. Either Fuka or Lizzie. Because, like, they're the best. But Fuka, Persona 3 has just such a good cast in general. Out of all the Navis, Futaba is my favorite. But out of all the girly pops in Persona 3, it's a solid tie between, like, Fuka and Elizabeth, I think, for best girl. And even though they have, like, wildly contrasting personalities, they're just such good characters that it's hard to pick. All right, let's move it on. We're going with the toaster. This is I'm gonna summon Scruffy Turtles from the ether and wave toaster, baby girl. I actually really love what they did with Aegis and the fucking original sprite because like she is a robot and she looks robotic, but I like it because they very, very clearly leave it that like her bodice is fabric, okay? There is robot parts underneath there. You could technically fist the android, chat! Technically you could! She does have clothes! She's super cute.
Shoutouts to her current VA Susie Young, who's also Invisible Woman in Marvel Rivals.
Well, there you go. Thanks so much for the super. Don't finger the animatronics. She looks good, but again, much like almost all of the poses in Persona 3 in the original artwork, it's a little stiff, especially the hair. So let's see how they made the toaster and reload. Oh, beautiful. Ning! Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, yo, you deserve my triangle. You deserve the triangle. That is absolutely gorgeous. So much better. Not just the colors things, not just the colors, the posing, the flow, composition in general, shape language. She looks so much better. Not to mention, we are seeing probably the moneymaker of this character's design, the focal point, her face. Like, Aegis has an absolutely stunning face, doll-like, flawless, super, super pretty, and the original sprite, it was in profile, so you couldn't really see that much of it, right? Now, though, you can perfectly see her face, all of the robotic components. It really, really sells the fact that she is a robot in this one. She's smoking from her fingertips, which just makes the readability of the picture so much better. All of the robot joints have been, like, highlighted. That's still fabric, by the way. You can still fucking stick your dick in that. You will never tell me you can't. I refuse to believe you. The blue eyes stand out immensely. She has an amazing color palette as well. When you think of Persona 3, usually this is the character that comes to mind. She is probably the strongest design in this game, bar none, because of how well all of the elements of her character are handled. The use of repetition with the triangle on her arms and legs. The fucking color scheme being a perfect mix of cool and warm. The high contrast with the blue eyes with the pale blonde hair. The very, very interesting robotic elements. The fact that she does not at all have normal feet. She has like little baby hooves, okay? She is a great example of a robotic human hybrid done very, very well because she's not a human or she's not a robot. She's a good mix of the two. She's not like 2B, which looks like a person. She actually does look fairly robotic. And they did a really good job with the expression because she still looks stoic, but now there's just a tinge more humanity in her face, which I think that they managed masterfully well. And I'm very, very impressed in how much the art has grown to actually fully pose this character in a way that not only looks dynamic, but tells you what the character's deal is. I very much appreciate it.
Aegis is just one of my favorite characters in fiction, a robot who was literally made have feelings, so she could have a persona, but one who grows and learns to feel more human, but then has to learn how to deal with loss.
Oh yeah, she has a pretty strong character
love
arc as well.
interest there ever has been in Persona.
She's an absolutely beautiful character. She does the most canon love interest there ever has been in Persona. Yeah, like, fun fact, the actual canon love interest for Persona 3, if you know, you know, it's either the Toaster or Lizzie. Like, if you ever played, like, The Answer, you will know very quickly that Lizzie stays with the protag, but so does the Toaster. So, technically, it's a threesome, and I am the actual ruling arbiter on this. I call canon threesome. Why was it built to feel depression? If you don't have feelings, you can't have a persona. You need an ego to have a persona. That's kind of the point. Draw it, coward. Do we need a sub goal? Because I'm working on comics for you guys already. I can add another one. Do it. All right, how much? It's a throuple. It's a throuple. Toaster, sex. Sub goal. Okay, fine. Fine. You know what? Persona fandom, show me your love. We're gonna do 300 because it's like fucking throuple, all right? I don't know if you guys are gonna reach this one. Fuck it, we ball. But just because I love this toaster, I'll put it up. The counter is broken though, so I'm gonna need the mods to keep an eye on this, okay? Toaster sex is dangerous, not if Elizabeth is involved. Just say you don't want time off. No, I schedule all of these, actually. If you more kids in this elite, yes. 100 for each character, basically. And we already got the first one. Princess Lucina, thanks so much for the sub. Thank you. You know that Lizzie would absolutely be open to a threesome. Lizzie has no chill. Alright, 1. But yeah, I do think that those are like that she would totally be open to it, honestly. The Persona 3 FES title music is such a nice piano piece. I love the music, but we can't use any of the music for this one.
You know what to do.
Yeah, you do. Thanks so much for the super! I was like, I'm already working on one for you guys for next week.
Time to call the Protagatech priest because he is coming for that toaster.
Yeah, baby! Thanks for the super, so much for the super. Dirt, thanks so much for the sub. Thank you. Kronos, fuck! Thank you for the 50 gifted memberships over on YouTube. Thank you.
Just me, my boyfriend, and his toaster waifu. All sleeping together in the same bed.
In the same twin-size bed in the dorm, mind you. Thank you very much for the super chat. Alright, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Let's keep it going. Fool, thanks so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. You guys, like, if you guys manage this, I'm gonna be very surprised. Aegis can probably just enter standby more on the floor. Don't put her on the floor. Alright, best fucking character in this game, bar none, Koromaru. Ah, yes, a dog! A dog with an ego, therefore a dog with a persona. But, like, bestest boy? Goodest boy? Puppy? Isn't he cute? Twilight, thanks so much for the 5 gifted members on YouTube. Thank you. And another one from Fool. Thank you. That's 58. Oh, wait, no, let me add the 5. I'm doing math. 62. Thankfully for you people, I'm a Kumon kid. Fair character so far. That's the most expressive dog I've seen in a game. I love this fucking bitch. Because he has a little vest with his little seer fucking armband that would most definitely fall off. What? Oh, I did Kumon when I was a kid. Wait, really? Yeah. Why do you guys think I read chat so fast? That was like SAT trained out the ass. His little wings, isn't he cute? Now, he's a Shibe, right? The only thing I don't like about the sprite is that half of his lower body is missing. We did not put line art for that one for some reason. Like, where is the dog ween persona? Where's his tummy? The best is boy, but like his tummy is missing. His legs are fused together. No dong. We don't need the dong, but like his legs are fused together, chat. Lily, I misspoke. Why do you want to see dog? I misspoke. I just don't like that the fucking legs are fused together.
Please do not the dog.
Oh yeah, no, please do not the dog. He's so sweet. Don't hurt him. Thanks so much for the sub, Black Cause. Thank you. Where are the dog nipples? Do male dogs have nipples? Don't ever change the lead. Hey, baby, let's see the reload sprite. Yes. He's so cute. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Greyface, thanks so much for the sub. Thank you. Oh my god, he's so cute. Jenny's so cute. Oh, I love him. Oh my god, I love him. I love this very, very much because, like, they made it so, like, yes, it's a Shiba Inu, but, like, he also does not at all look like a normal dog. Not even a little bit. The red eyes, the really weird coloring. And also, he still has a t-shirt for, like, no good reasons, but finally someone saw sense and got rid of the C of the C's armband. Because that shit would have fallen right off, chat. Right the fuck up. That would have fucking flown off. Have you ever tried, like, look, have you ever tried to fucking dress a dog? Just, like, show of hand here, chat. If you guys have ever owned a pet, has anyone ever tried to put a sweater on a dog? Yes. So, if you've tried to put a sweater or clothing on an animal before, you will very quickly find that they don't like it at all. Koromaru would have probably shaken this off. Oh god, but the new one looks so fluffy. He looks fluffier. The fur is defined much better. The silhouette is much nicer overall. The color scheme is much more crisp. And in general, I think that, like, the dog anatomy is better overall. His legs are no longer fused together. He looks like the bestest boy. I love how they did the face. Love, love, love how they did his face. Because he still looks like a dog, obviously, but he looks like very, very focused. I'll raise you one better. Try putting clothes on our raccoon. No, you did not. Have you ever dressed your dog? My dog is wearing a sweater that she hates with a burning passion right now. So yes, I have. Like, also, really nice detail. The shirt he's wearing is a warm tone, and the dog's fur is a cool tone. And his eyes are a very, very warm tone, so they really, really contrast nicely against his face. The facial expression is better because it's a little bit more focused. Like, the original Koromaru looked like just any other dog. This one looks focused. He looks like he's understanding what you're saying. And he can use a persona! Look, every Persona game has that character that's just like a mascot. In this one, it's the toaster, actually. But, like, the dog is an excellent addition to the cast, okay? The little wings. Yeah, send me pictures of the raccoon in a sweater. Now I demand that. Dog. Baby. He can knife fight. Oh, yeah, they have weapons. Keo, holy shit! Thanks so much for gifting. How much was that? 20 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you. Why did you demote the toaster to mascot? Because she shows up on the box. Because, like, Mona shows up everywhere in Persona 5 marketing. Teddy shows up everywhere in Persona 4 marketing. Do you see Koromaru showing up everywhere in Persona 3 marketing? No, it's the toaster. Sci-Fizz, thanks so much for 20 channel memberships. And Crippy, thanks so much for 50. Holy shit. Hold on. Math. And thank you very much, Dr. Idiot, for another one on Twitch. Thank you, guys. Math. Oh, you guys really want to see that threesome, huh? Tomfoolery, thanks so much for the sub as well. Woo! If anyone more subs, you're halfway there. You're barely past halfway there, chat. Jesus Christ. Gallica shows up in Metaphors marketing. Yeah, Gallica's the mascot, so the toaster is a mascot, actually. Toaster cute, make us buy game. You sell more game with waifu, but look at that good boy. But yeah, dog looks much better now. Sephiru, thanks so much for the sub.
You're on Twitch too. Have a free Prime.
Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. All right, let's move on. After dog, we got Amada Ken. Is this the fetus?
Albino doggo with a knife is adorable.
I love that dog with a burning passion, okay? It's so cute. Thanks so much for the super. Fetus! So, this is a case where the old art style shortcoming of weird proportions actually did help it, because this character actually looks his age. He has those little baby idiot shorts, and his head is gigantic. However, I'm not really getting a ton of personality from this pose. He looks fine. It's still cute, but when I first saw this character's render, I was like, you're not playable. You seem he was giving NPC originally. A little bit. A baby. For some reason, you can date him with the fancy. Like, as in... No, I think you can date him in, like, I'm your babysitter. Like, yeah, I think that, like, this character was giving heavy NPC for me. Mario Fanboy, thanks so much for the channel membership. Thank you. The pants are atrocious. Believe it or not, a lot of, like, little boys wore pants like this back in the day. No, he's a romance option for some reason. Okay, Atlas, you guys are weird. All right. So, let's see what they did in Reload, because the original one was fine, but it was missing some personality. There he is! Just a little bit different posing, and a little bit of a nicer sense of flow already adds so much to this character. His outfit is borderline the same, but the way that they made him now makes him a lot more interesting to look at than the original. It's still a baby for some reason. Like, I don't know why Child was allowed to fucking be in here. But now he has a lot more personality. I love his face. I adore his face. He's super fucking cute, round. And believe it or not, Atlas does actually follow the rules for aging characters up and down. So you'll notice that Baby Boy has a face that's way less long than most characters in the game. If you, like, look at someone like Yukari, her face is much longer than this one, or any of the boys. It's not chiseled, it's rounded out. His eyes are gigantic on his face. And his facial features are just really, really soft and squishy. Like, usually kids are very rounded out design-wise. So with Ken, his fucking shape language is very, very friend-shaped, very soft. I adore the posing for Reload, though. It's so fucking cute. Like, you're still a fetus, but you look more like you could be part of the team because you actually show a little bit more personality than just boy, you know? I genuinely love the orange here. It's such a neat pop of color against an otherwise like very unassuming color scheme. The sneakers are much cuter. We're making a like knockoff Adidas, okay? But it's the green shows off way more with like the one thick stripe on the side of the shoe. Mr. Yiwi, thanks so much for the sub. Thank you.
I also remembered I have Prime Law.
Prime counts. Prime does count. Lily C lets a dog with an ice fight shadows. Of course they're gonna let a kid do the same. Yeah, for some reason we were not picky about who had personas in Persona 3, okay? But like, he's such a sweetie though. His face is adorable. It's the perfect example of how to like draw a child that actually looks like a child. Big head, big eyes, really soft facial features. Very slim, no Dorito body here at all. Like if you're drawing a kid, usually the shape you wanna do for the body is rectangle. No curves whatsoever, and no broad shoulders. Ken gives it the insane animation of like a kid putting a gun to his head. Yeah, I always forget with Persona 3 that like the way to summon your persona was to like metaphorically top yourself. It was very intense, okay? The first time I saw it in like the movie, I was like, ah! I was genuinely surprised, but I kind of love the metaphor for it because I think that like Persona 3 is a game about confronting death in like the best way possible. So it was a good way to summon it. It's not as like dramatic. It's way more dramatic actually than just taking off your mask or whatever the fuck they did in 4, which is like embrace your stripperific self, fight it, and then you get a persona. In 3, it was just like gun to your head, do it. Embrace your mortality, bitch. That shit threw everyone for a loop. It's kind of insane, but I'm actually really glad that they kept it. Then we have Shinjiro. Okay, so this is one of the ones that if you play Persona, if you know, you know. There's always an extra party member in RPGs, and this is your extra party member in this one. And I think that in this one, they kind of nailed the assignment of, we are drawing a delinquent. We are making a delinquent, chat. Does he look like he's wearing a school uniform to you? Does this look like a fucking high schooler to you? No! Not even a little bit. This is a grown-ass man, okay? The beanie with, like, the trench coat with, like, the leather studs. Come on, man. I also love the shoes, like, the boots. Hey, it's the guy who hijacked Anya's bus. Oh, fucking Spy Family for me tomorrow. Thank you. Like, he looks great, but again, the gigantic heads really, really take away from the silhouette. There was some definite fucking proportion issues with the OG sprites. The shape language is fine. The posing is, again, a little bit stiff, but not bad. Let's see the reload sprite. Side note, not everyone is going to have a full body sprite. Oh, much better! Much better! Fuck yeah, baby! It's such a nice fucking action line for this character in general. He still looks withdrawn and closed off, but now, like, he's a little bit more open. Like, the original artwork made it so unapproachable. 17-year-old, by the way. Yeah, no! Made him feel so unapproachable. With this one, he's a little bit more open, at least. I also love the coat. We really, really snatched that coat. Much wider shoulders. He definitely feels older, like, high schooler with eye wrinkles. High schooler with eye wrinkles.
Fun fact. He was taking medicine to suppress his persona that caused a bunch of horrible side effects. Supplemental material reveals that he wears that stuff because he can't regulate his body temperature anymore.
That was actually a core plot point of Persona 3 that, like, you can actually try and suppress a persona. Don't do that, by the way. Like, if they exist, you're fucked. The color scheme for this one is actually very noticeably on the cool side. But Lily, he's wearing red. That is a cool shade of red. That is a cool tone red. There is almost no warmth to this character in the slightest. Even the gold buckle on the trench coat was changed to silver to just give him, like, an overall cool tone. And this is also done to, like, kind of, like, show off that this character is just not approachable at all. The only warmth he has is in his feet and in his hair. But for the most part, the overall color scheme is cold as fuck. In this case, he looks like this because he's been aged from side effects. It's very, very funny, though, because I could still be like, ah, yes, Atlas, teenager, looks like a grown-ass man. That is a burgundy. Burgundy is a cool tone red. Fly shoes, though. The shoes are dope. Shoes are dope. Posing is dope. I genuinely like how he looks in the fucking reload sprite much better. And again, they've done so much work to fix the proportion issues. Like, the head is still big, but now it's balanced. The shoulders are way more broad. I would say that, like, this silhouette could use a tad more exaggeration, but Persona's never been about exaggerating body features. See, no one in Persona has tits. Atlas does not like boobs, okay? So Atlas doesn't really do very exaggerated body shapes for the most part. Still, though, there's a subtle elegance about the art style that I'm obsessed with, especially the faces. Meow. He's probably younger than every SMT5 characters, which is funny. Atlas is full of ass, guys. Not even. Some of them are flat. Some of the art is like in SMT's like flat as fuck. Except for like Anne in Persona 5. Anne does have oobly booblies, but they show up more in like the cutscenes, not so much in the game. I think now we're entering the realm of like NPCs. We're doing Metis. Dude, that's so cool. Dude! I don't remember this character. Who are you? Were you in the movies? I don't think she was. Toaster 2. She was not in the movies. This is why I do not recognize. This is a new one for me. I love her. She's in the answer. Oh. Dude, honestly. I would the robot girl. Okay? She's the Toaster's sister. She's beautiful. Wait, have you only seen the movie, not the game? No, I've never played Persona 3. I have Reload, though. She also appears in Arena, I believe. Goth Robot. Can we, like, talk about how fucking bomb.com this design is? Like, old art style aside. Oh. Gorgeous features. Completely stoic. I love the, like, almost butterfly wing details that she has all over her body. She's way more segmented than the Toaster. Like, way more. Still manages to look completely robotic with a very, very human face. An absolutely stunning character. I need to see the Reload sprite. I need to see the Reload sprite. Because, like, I'm already gay. Let's fucking drive it home. I like it, but, big but, they should have kept the skin on her face pallid. Because it's a much nicer contrast to Aegis. She looks way too human. Since she lacks, like, any noticeable, like, big robot parts like Aegis had. Like, Aegis had, like, the hip bits and, like, the really, like, big, gold things on her shoulders. If her face had kind of, like, kept that inhuman pallid shade, I think it would have looked nicer. She is way too human looking for a robot in the face. However, construction of the character is incredibly solid throughout. I genuinely love what they did with this one. The higher saturation takes away from her design. Yeah, I think that the desaturation in the OG really did help her. It's not bad to saturate it more, but I think that the face should have stayed, like, deathly pale. I think that would have sold it a little bit more, especially if she's supposed to be, like, a contrast to the Toaster, who's very warm and open. She still is giving good guy. She has, like, the C's armband, obviously. But I do think that the face should have stayed very, very, very pale. The posing is fine in both of them, actually. Posing looks good in both of them. I would argue that, like, the only thing that I would change is really the color scheme on the face, and that's it. The eye color is beautiful. The design overall is gorgeous. They didn't really add much to it, except for, like, the C's armband and doing some slight changes in color, and that's it. I don't know if she's intentionally supposed to kind of, like, resemble Makoto, because they have the same hair color. Same exact one. I love the feet, because, like, they're shaped like human feet, but they're smaller than human feet. Like, Aegis has, like, little stumpy bits, which is super fucking cute. Spoilers. Mama, this game is old as shit, okay? Like, I did put spoilers in the title, by the way. The stream title says spoilers, so, like, if you came in here expecting no spoilers, I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of spoilers here, that's why I put in the title. Especially because, like, I did get a review copy. Yeah. Do you want to be spoiled? Then stick around. Old Dame and the remake have been out for a good while. Yeah. Not spoiler for people, for you. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna play Answer, but I do have my review copy of Reload. I do like the Reload art style, but again, the face is missing that, like, very inhuman element that just screamed robot to me. Especially because, like, they added, like, lip color, and they added a lot more, like, detail to it, so it makes it a little bit less inhuman. I think I like the inhuman version more. Still a very, very solid character, mind you. A great design overall. This is Ikutsuki. All right. Oh, the asshole. Okay, so some of these might not have a full render. You're a bitch. Like, if you know, you're a bitch. At butt fuck. Daddy, no. No, on site. On site, chat. On site. She has more draw in the new one, like, on site. Like, here's the thing, right? I like this character as a character. I hate him as a person. Then there's this asshole. You know, a character is, like, meant to be unlikable. Like, as a character, I love him. As a person, ah! Evil beatnik. Waste it. He thinks he's funny until he's not funny at all. So, like, we are suffering from, like, the old art style here a little bit. Look how narrow the shoulders are. The shoulders are super fucking thin. They should not be that thin. He looks like he's gonna call your parents and tell them that you've done something wrong. I mean, yeah, a little bit. He's giving, like, aggressive school counselor vibes, you know? He's badly written his character, too, in my opinion. I mean, I saw the movies. I actually really did like what they did with him. Let's see the Reload artwork. Oh, he does have a full sprite. Oh, he looks way more insufferable in Reload. I love it! Literally way more unlikable in Reload. And you know what? That's actually a good thing, chat. That is a great thing that he looks that fucking unlikable. He looks like an annoying teacher. He is an annoying teacher, chat. This is great. He looks like such an asshole. Like, because he is. I still hate his hair. I hate everything about him. But, like, now he has a body type that actually matches his age. And he does look older in the face than most of the main cast. His coat is now pea colored. It's still, like, brown, though. If your piss looks that color, please go see a doctor, chat. Please go see a doctor. He looks like the kind of guy that tried to flex how much know-of-it-alls he is. I do like that the Reload sprite did get, like, a full-body render. They did, like, it's deceptive, right? And there's actually some symbolism in this character's design as well. He's dressed in mainly warm tones. Like, deceptively fucking a deceptive character, right? Because, like, he's dressed in mainly warm tones, but there is a darkness underneath. He's wearing a dark turtleneck, but his shoes are white. You know, like, it's the type of character that, like, at a glance, he seems fine, but something about him is a little bit shady. I remember when I was watching the movies, I was like, I do not trust you. And I was right not to, but I did not trust him from the get-go. In the Reload artwork, though, he looks a lot better because he actually looks his age. They really, like, polish the whole vibe with him. He no longer looks like he's not confident at all. This is a dude that is incredibly confident. I would almost call him arrogant, you know? Warm tones, but he's evil. He is. Cult-ish? Yeah, absolutely. He is evil, okay? And it's kind of like Louise in Metaphor, that he was dressed in, like, mainly white, warm colors and all that jazz, because he thought he was better than you. This asshole is the same way. Like, fucking Chairman McButtface over here genuinely thought that he was doing everything for, like, the benefit of humanity without asking anybody what they wanted. I love the face so much, because he looks, like, snivelly. He looks like a snake. Look at him. He also has, like, eyelashes for, like, no good reason, chat. None. But fuck it, we ball, I guess? The only thing I love is I would have loved if they had given him a little bit more lines in the face around his mouth, maybe. Because he's not super young. But he's not old either. Like a sleazy sneaky snakes. He looks like a used car salesman. He's avoiding eye contact. He thinks you're inferior. He is looking down on you, actually. He is looking down on you. A lot of the characters so far have made eye contact with you, and if they haven't, it's like been like a very chill non-eye contact, as the pose is really relaxed. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but his posing is really closed off. It's very like cold. Let's move on, because now we're in NPC territory. There's a lot of these, believe it or not. This is Myoji. Oh, yeah, I love. Shipped it hardcore with both MCs, I'm sorry. I'm like Ratman, no, not that one. This one a little bit. This is like a baby Ratman, okay? He's so cute. Evil. Yes! Yes, hi gay. Hi gay! No, this is pure yaoi, I'm sorry. This dude is obsessed with you. This is a guy that you see him and he just wants that pussy, okay? But I like him because I don't know what they did for Reload, but I like the color scheme in the original so fucking much because he looks like deathly pale. Love the mole, and everything about him is just super desaturated. In general, he looks like he's lacking life and color, even though he's very, very playful. Also voiced by Yuri Lowenthal and OG. Hi! He also looks ghostly. He looks like dead. He looks like a little ghost boy. It's very, very pretty. I love the scarf. Love the shirt. Sadly, in the OG, he does not have a full body rendered, but let's see if Reload does. Yeah, buddy! Okay, yeah, like, so we got rid of, like, the ghostly pallor, but let me just... Wood. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll fucking have that protagonist bed the fucking incarnation of death itself, because why not? Fuck it, we ball, right? Look at how nice the posing is for this character in general. He's no longer, like, super pale and ghostly, but he was trying to blend in, so I don't really mind that much. I love that, like, he's wearing, like, the bright yellow scarf. It's such a good sense of flow as well. But, like, stuff about him, he doesn't quite fit in, if you notice. You're wearing suspenders wrong. Why is he dude balding? No, his hair's just slicked back. Lily, what? I think Jody should be a bit more pale. He probably should be a little bit more pale. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter much. You're wearing suspenders wrong. He definitely has, like, the vibe that he doesn't quite belong here. Oh, God, I love his shirt so much. Like, this was, for me, a really, really solid design. Not just in, like, terms of, the overall thing, but, like, the clothing is gorgeous. Really harsh outlines. Very, very good use of shapes, repetition, and color. In general, it's someone that, like, he looks unassuming because he was trying to be unassuming, but he could have easily gone the other way, you know? Yes, sexy man, then you want it so much better, but the pale one kind of fits better for the story. Yeah, I think for the story, having him be more pale and desaturated probably would have been the better way to go, but in general, the color palette for Reload was brighter. Much, much brighter. Aura forming a little bit. I like the yellow scarf, it's great contrast. It has such a good sense of flow for the render overall, and I genuinely love what they did with the character. I can't wait to actually, like, see him in Reload. Why not suspenders and belt? He's just wearing really weird suspenders, chat. Keyword is trying. He still looks sus. He's still a little bit, like, he's still a little bit out there, like, genuinely. He has the design of a protagonist. He actually does. I think that if Makoto had not been so fucking eager to fucking jump off a bridge or whatever it is that he was doing at the start of a game, this is kind of what he would have looked like. He has a very, very strong presence.
Yuji, I am the envoy of the end. My presence signals the end of all life. But before that, do you want to hang out?
Can you blame him, though? He was cute as fuck. Really having questionable taste again. Are you guys surprised at this point? Genuinely? You shouldn't be. I love his face so much. And again, it's, like, long and pointed and pretty. No, you should not be surprised, but he looks beautiful in Reload. I can't wait to see him in game. Next, we move on to the one, the only father, Igor. Hi, Dad. Dad, you haven't changed. Father has not changed at all. Not even a little bit. Fun fact, like, Igor actually does play favorites. He likes Makoto the best out of all of his fucking guests. Don't at me. The nose is the nose is the nose. He looks incredibly unhinged. My favorite thing about Igor is that he looks like a villain, but he's genuinely just trying to prove God's wrong constantly. That's like the whole plot of Persona is Gods want to end humanity. Igor goes up to them like, bitch, no, and he fucking presents a challenge to them in the form of like, here, let these teenagers prove you wrong, bitch. Every single game, every fucking time he does this, okay? Like, Igor isn't the true owner of the Velvet Room, his boss is, but his boss was in like 1 and 2. I think I might have to like dive into those games that may or may not exist for that. But yeah, Igor in the original, I don't think that Igor has had many changes, except maybe the color scheme is way too desaturated in this, because he's looked like the same across every fucking game. Let's see what he looks like in Reload. Yeah. If anything, we're just exaggerating his fucking shapes more. Really long, spindly fingers. His ears look way longer. His nose is even worse than before. The eyebrows have a lot of presence, chat. Like, he looks even more inhuman in Reload than he does in the original. Schnoz, the dick nose is longer. Do not call it that, chat. He looks more unhinged now than he does in the original, and I think that's a good thing. Igor hasn't really changed that much throughout Persona 3, 4, and 5, but we love to see it. We love to see it. That nose is a weapon that he could kill someone with. Absolutely. Nose for days. Igor has, like, not slept. No, never, actually. He is a puppet after all. Yes. It's so fucking funny because, like, I played Persona 5 twice, right? And, would you believe that I forgot the plot twist of Persona 5 when I played Royal? I was like, wait a minute, your voice was different. What the fuck? And then it was like, oh, I'm such a, like, ADHD goblin that I completely forgot the plot twist. How? It had been, like, fucking 5 to 6 years, dude. It was played very well. Yeah, I forgot completely. I was like, ooh, I love the voice acting in this one. And then it was like, wait a minute. Then it happened, and it was like, oh, right, this happened. So that's why I was like, oh, shit, yeah, I forgot completely. How did you forget that? I'm a busy bean! I just thought the video changed, so did I. I was like, oh, great voice direction.
I feel like you would enjoy dissecting the character designs of Bungo Stray Dogs.
Maybe I will someday. Thanks so much for the super. The fact that no one was thrown off by the voice change because his OG Japanese voice actor passed in the 4 or 5 years made the twist perfect. Yeah, actually, I was like, did they change it?
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter.
I genuinely love the Velvet Room as a concept. But again, it's such a cool thing that, like, the color scheme for Reload is just that much brighter. There's, like, this thing in anime that happens that, like, everything has, like, a gray filter over it. Reload didn't have that, thank God. But yeah, Igor, not a lot of notes for Nose Dad, okay? He hasn't changed much in the last few years. And then we're gonna go with, like, my best girl in this whole entire game. Baby girl, this is the best Velvet Room attendant. Her and Theodore don't fucking at me. Like, she is hilarious, incredibly funny, and you can tell that she's like a little bit until she's giving like gold chip energy, isn't she? Like she has like some of the best energy in the franchise. She has such a like weird design, like elevator attendant meets like 60s go-go dress. She's very quirky, and I think that like shows in the original sprites and renders as well. The only VA that did not change. My favorite Velvet Room attendant out of all of them. Wave, thanks so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you. You guys still have a ways to go. Oh, thanks so much for the dono. She also busted out for the dancing game. Yes, she does. The dancing games for 3 and 5 were, fun fact, her idea. Are they ever gonna do anything with your hanging plot thread from Arena? Fuck, never. Kronos, thanks so much for 50 channel memberships on YouTube. Holy shit, thank you. Oh yeah, you guys are closer to the goal now. 216. Can you do it though? Can you make that threesome of your dreams happen, chat? We will see. Also, the Velvet boss I will never beat. I think her boss was really difficult. Okay, no, yeah, but, like, Elizabeth looks super fun, super quirky. She had a very unique Velvet Room attendant design overall. Because I like that we went with, like, the elevator attendant, but we also made it weird. Let's see the reload sprite. I love her, but goddamn, her fight is annoying. Every Velvet Room attendant had, like, the most annoying fight on the planet. Oh my god. Yes. Yes! Oh my god, yes, I love her. Hold on. I don't know why, but adding the tights makes it hotter. I don't know what it is, but the black tights make it so much hotter, chat. What the fuck? Like, the design is borderline the same, but like, the tights and actually making her hair a cool tone makes it so much hotter. Not to mention, we actually snatched her waist in the reload sprite. I'm kind of obsessed with the Velvet Room Attendant color scheme in general, because like, it's such a strong one. Like, white hair, bright blue outfit, bright yellow eyes. They're almost like shadows, but not quite, right? Lily, your thirst is showing as well as your gay. Of course it is! Look at my girl, she's perfect! She is absolutely stunning, okay? Stunning, gorgeous girl. Also the weirdest Velvet Room Attendant by far. She's like that girl who's down to try anything. I think that she's like one of the ones that like canonically fucks the protagonist. And she's like, well, that was a thing we just did! And it was like, oh shit, Elizabeth.
Yo, seriously, shoutouts to Kronos. That's the second time he's done 50 gift subs totaling to 100.
Kronos is the absolute goat. Thank you. Incredibly generous. Thank you, Kronos. Thanks so much for the super, by the way. She's very bipolar. No, she's just quirky.
Are you going to look at the P3 aged up designs?
Maybe? I'm not sure. Thanks so much for the super. What, really? She's just weird. It's heavily implied. It's heavily implied that Lizzie fucks the protag in 3. Like, if you get her to, like, max social rank, it's like, yep, we did that. I have to go back home before Igor asks. If he asks, we didn't do anything. Which means that Theodore does the same thing, by the way. Theodore actually bones the girly pop protag as well, which we've been cheated. We've been cheated because, like, Theodore is so fucking pretty, and he does bone the protag as well. She fucks the femc to him, like, hey, bye, Con! Bye, Con! Implied? Nah, she's the reason he dies in the end. Fun fact, she's actually still with him. Metallics, thanks so much for the sub. Thank you. She's actually still with him. I wonder if there's a canon reason that the Velvet Room attendants change every time. Keo, holy shit, thanks so much for gifting 10 tier 1 subs to community. Alright! Are the Femc and Theodore doing this? Sadly, no, because it is only for Persona 3 Reload, and Atlas decided not to do the Fem C.
Waking up to the best blueberry attendant, just as God intended. Elizabeth is the best.
She is.
Also, hope you've been well, Lily.
Thank you. Elizabeth, for me, like, exemplifies everything that makes the Atlas art style great, as well as, like, their philosophy when it comes to character design, which is very elegant, but not afraid to be quirky. They also take heavy fashion inspirations when they're making these. I love it when the designers let themselves not do school uniforms and that's it, right? That's why the Phantom Thief designs went so hard, I think. It's because they actually let them play with different themes. And for Velvet Room attendants, every single one of them has had like a different vibe. This one was Elevator, right? You were riding up to heaven to become Divas. And while this does feel like an elevator attendant, it's still very much a 1960s inspired longer go-go dress with really cool boots. The tights make it so much better, way more cohesive. We snatch the waist a little bit, make the skirt flare out a little bit more. The hat is still there, still dorky, but now it has dark blue on the sides, which really helps with the contrast for the character. Overall, it just looks way more polished in Persona 3 Reload. Same with the Talk Sprite. The Talk Sprite is gorgeous, absolutely stunning. Actual full lipstick now as well. The face is way more refined. Much nicer use of facial features in general. Old-timey elevator girlfriend. Yeah! Yeah, but usually your Velvet Room attendant is going to be something that you are missing in your life, right? So, I guess what you wanted was a MILF. And what Joker wanted was a little sister. But what fucking Makoto wanted was a quirky girlfriend that would take him outside. Alright, let's keep it going. Faust. Who the fuck was this dude? Oh, you. Okay, you were weird. I remember you from the movies, but like, I think this was like the boy.
My headcanon is that Lizzie gave Yufa some fashion advice.
Lizzie and Yufa have very similar taste in clothing, actually. Thanks so much for the super chat. Prison child. What the fuck was his deal? I barely remembered him. You already talked about them. Oh, yeah, I did, actually. This is before he became older and gay. He looks incredibly sickly. Yeah, he looks dead. And I think that's the point. Like, Faros is just like, before shit goes down and we decide that we need to annihilate the planet, this is what talks to you. This is death, dead ass. The whole theme of Persona 3 is about, like, facing death and learning how to deal with loss, so it does fit that they have some personifications of death in the game. This is one of them. He's plot dumper. He really is plot dumper. It's a very simple design overall, just a little boy in, like, a fucking stripy shirt. Very, very bright blue eyes, which I love. Very desaturated, though. Let's see what they did with him in Reload. Oh! He does look like a jail. Oh, grippers! Dude, your feet! God, that makes my feet cold. Holy shit. He watches you while you sleep. I kind of love what they did with him in Reload, actually. He looks super fucking... He looks like those little kids that never blink. You know the ones. Yeah? Feet! Grippers. Literally looks like those little, like, kids that never blink. He is super fucking creepy. Death fetus. Child prisoner. Maybe if he had some socks. Look at how intense his gaze is, please. Okay, character design tip. If you want to make a character's gaze look super intense, there's a few things you can do. Eye color is one of them, but I have found that making the iris smaller tends to, like, show off an intense gaze, and adding a ring around it, which I do sometimes, also makes things, like, way more, like, look at me. Look at how it stares into your soul! Super eye contact, very much so. He is directly looking at you, the player, in a lot of this. I also really like what they did with the posing in this as well. It's like, he's inviting you. It's inviting. Like, you know, don't you want it all to end? Don't you want to just go ape shit? Like, it's like the inviting, ever-present thought of death. It's always there. And that's kind of like his vibe, right? But this is the one that doesn't quite interact with you as much as the other one does. There. Better yet, make the pupils really large. Big pupils are good for that too, but I found that, like, if you want the gaze to be really intense, small is better. Joker Arlist, 1,000 yards there. He's death, chat. Humanity gave birth to this. Yeah, again, like most gods in Persona, it's something that, like, humans called into themselves every fucking time. But not a very, like, complicated design, so not much to say about that one. Sakaki. Oh, it's fucking Emo Jesus. Emo Jesus. This is actually, like, please don't put your gun in your pants like that. You're gonna shoot your dick off. Ghost Jesus. Evil Jesus. Chat. Gun Jesus. This asshole. Also an asshole. Not the biggest asshole in the game, but a butt fuck. Get a job, hippie. It's like dirty hippie combined with, like, deathcult.com.org. I don't think he cares, chat. Again, this is actually one of the times that the old art style did actually a decent job with fucking proportion, because his shoulders are very broad, so he has, like, a Dorito body. But the reason for that, I think, is because he's not dressed, you know? Shirtless, malnourished Jesus with a gun. Evil revolver Jesus, stick legs. He's very, like, beanpole-y. He's very stickly. Standouts of his design is probably, like, the tattoos are pretty cool. I love the fucking, like, bandana tucked into his jeans. And the fact that he's wearing, like just torn up jeans and no shirt. It's aura farming, but I hate him, you know? He lives in a society. Yeah. He looks like he has a bone to pick with society, chat. He really does. Comic just posted. Oh, yeah, I should probably tag everybody. Hold on. 1 second. Pause. Last bit of the, this week's chapter of, Alliance Pride has just gone live, so let me just tag everybody. So, yeah, Lion. No Lion next week, but I will be making more. Shrimp Jesus? Emo Jesus, chat. He's a pure foil to Makoto. Yeah, narratively, he's a great foil to the protagonist. Lion Daddy's scheming, yes. Alright, there we go. Let's see the Persona 3, let's see the reload sprite. Let's see if they managed to up his game or not. Oh, yes, they did! Oh my god, I love. Like, if you were not a dirty hippie, if I did not know what your deal was, I would say would. But thankfully I know, so we're not doing that. What is a beautiful design. Holy shit. We went from like, they're a dirty hippie to aura forming, okay? Now he looks like an antagonist. Terrifying. He looks horrific in the best way. Now he looks like an antagonist. That is beautiful. Like, his talk sprite looks so, like, full of contempt, so disheveled, so, like, out there. The posing is phenomenal. It is giving Jesus, by the way. Like, there is some Christian symbolism in Persona 3. While still being like, I am grandiose, I am the leader, but at the same time, like, he feels weak. You know, the face is amazing, incredibly unhinged, and I do love that we changed the hair color from that like mousy, like almost quite, not quite blonde to like silver. It fits the design so much better. I think that the posing for Reload has been phenomenal through every single character. Like, the sense of flow is better. The gun is still in his pants. Take that out of there. You're gonna shoot your dick off. The red light is so ominous. The lighting here actually helps a ton. Like, those highlights that they add on the sides, it makes it look so much more threatening. Without the cross, but still crucified. Yeah, the symbolism is very, very clear. The clothes look so much better. It's much better proportion than the OG hippie Jesus. I just love how, like, full of contempt his gaze is. It's Japan, Lily. Do you think that they know gun safety? No. We could take him. We could fight him. We could fight him, chat. We can fight this butt fuck. I'm surprised that thing doesn't go off. The safety's probably on, like... Why does he have the velvet room attendant's eyes and hair? Oh, it's just like a color scheme that they like to use for this. It's not, though I wouldn't really read too much into it. In my opinion, they really did a great job when they did Reload. The artwork for Reload has overall been a vast improvement to the original. Again, like, the original was like a bit of growing pains, like detaching from Shin Megami Tensei. This one, I think that Persona artists has like really found their footing. I genuinely love what they did with this. I love the draping on the pants. I love the flow of the entire pose. It reads so nice. The composition is beautiful. Like, and he looks genuinely unsettling, you know? The art evolved a ton. Now he looks like an antagonist. Now he looks like low-key kind of ooky spooky. A little bit. A little bit. Bye! Nyang! The hair and the jeans is better to the rest before. Yeah, like, a problem with making the... Let's move on. With making the character color scheme in general so desaturated was that we lost a lot of the pop of color. They really did the design well. I absolutely hate how he looks at you with so much disgust that it turns into a simmering rage. It's amazing how well they fucking, like, conveyed the expressions in Reload. I can't wait till I fucking dive in. Okay, now we're getting into, like, other NPCs. Who the fuck were you? I think this was one of Hippie Jesus' attendants. Jin, yeah. Nerd! Revolver guy is like, yeah, I remember you. I remember Jin. He has an interesting design for sure. I don't know what they were quite going with for this one. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I'm not quite seeing the vision here, but I do like the colors. I do like the shapes. He does not look like a lackey. He just looks like a guy in a funny coat. He looks like he goes to anime conventions and just leers at people. Is this bros Peter? He's a hacker man. He's like the brains of the operation? Does not look it. Reddit mod chat. Internet debater guy. Okay, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Green Bear, thanks so much for the membership. Who's my dream collab? I don't know. Like, I would love to go on, like, Trash Taste. So, like, that's, like, my dream thing to do with other fucking content creators. But, like, I am open to collabing with anybody, really. 2008 forum mom. Computer guy. The barber fucked up his hair. He went into his barber and he went, fuck me up, fam. He paid for a Twitter check mark on day one. Oh, the roasting. Oh, the roasting. I love you things. Keep it going. Average Yu-Gi-Oh player. Don't be mean. Actually, it's pronounced persona. Artificially intelligent. God, chat fucking roasting is my new favorite thing. He runs a media critic YouTube accurate and gets unreasonably angry at everything. Rejected Digimon kid. Farmer Tumblr user. Chat.
Yay.
Summer was awful. Thanks so much for the sub. Like, holy shit. You guys are... There, no chill. You know what? I love it. Let's see the reload sprite. He screams about pronouns. No, he doesn't know. He looks too much like an extremist for that one. He has the highest tier of premium Twitter. Dude, there is actually a tier. Let's see the reload sprite. Ooh, much better. Much better! They really nailed the expressions with the antagonists in Persona 3 Reload. Oh my god, that's so good. Not to mention the posing is phenomenal. He looks devious. Now he looks unhinged. So much better. There is so much more confidence in the artwork now. I'm kind of obsessed. Oh, I love that face! That's such a good expression. I love it to bits. That's quite sadistic expression and pose. No, like, the pose is giving unhinged. The expression is giving sadistic. And you know what? This posing and that face looks so much nicer with this fit. Before, the clothes did not match the personality. He looked too stoic and too serious. Now he looks like an insane person. And now the fit being weird makes perfect sense. Ratman, borderline. Now the fit being weird makes perfect fucking sense. Look at how nice the action line goes from his foot up to his face down to the briefcase. It's gorgeous. The design shows off so much nicer. The use of color, the repetition, how neat the silhouette is. Ninja Knight, thanks so much for the sub. They're vibing from JoJo. I think that was kind of the plan. Like, you need to be able to have, like, confidence in the way you're drawing characters, because usually the first render someone sees is going to be the first impression. And if I see the render for the original, I'm not going to get quite as strong of an impression as the render for Reload. The render for Reload has very, very, very striking, because he looks insane. He feels like an antagonist. Is it a high-tier antagonist? No. But he feels like an antagonist, and I'm kind of obsessed with that. Persona's been stealing from JoJo since 1996. Like, hot take, but JoJo does not own, like, fucking crazy poses. Fashion magazines do. That's what JoJo stole from. But I love this to bits. Like, the fucking sleeve glove things, the color, the baggy pants, the briefcase stands out so much more now, like...
What's funny is that him and Shinji shared the same VA in the original P3.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Thanks so much for the super chat. Reload he's gonna steal my lunch money. He looks way more threatening in Reload, because, like, the kind of, like, he does look like a terrorist. Now, I don't know how they did it. I don't know what you need to do to, like, accurately capture, like, the vibe of a terrorist, but whatever it is, they nailed it in Reload. The talk sprite also looks great, because he looks very serious. Like, the talk sprite matches the original artwork, but he still looks super unhinged. He feels JoJo, but, like, not quite JoJo. The original jacket kind of looks a bit big for him. The original kind of lacked Riz. I think that the main, like, would you review JoJo characters? Yes. I think that, like, Wave could probably, like, set that up for me. I think that, like, the main strength in the Reload artwork comes from posing more than anything else. I think that, like, they really, really found their stride there. Low-key serving. It's serving cunty. Ooh, my favorite. Probably, like, one of the best characters in this game. Baby, the strongest design, in my opinion. Chidori. The strongest fucking design in this game. I'm gonna give it a triangle twice, probably, because I love her. And, Junpei's girl. Literally. It's genuinely the strongest design in Persona 3. I'm sorry. Like, the bad bitch like Junpei pulled by being goofy. Literally? Is that an axe on a chain? Why? Why not? Yandere Maid. I don't know what I like best about this. It's giving maid, yes, but it's also giving, like, nun, almost. Like, preacher, right? There's a religious undertone in Persona 3 that, like, it's not hard to catch, but Chidori kind of matches that vibe. It's such a strong, like, aesthetic in general for a character that, like, the first time I saw her in the movie, I was like, you're a bad guy for sure. Like, spot the bad guy, Chidori. Like, immediately you can tell what her vibe is. Justin, thanks so much for the 20 channel memberships. Thank you. I can fix her. He did. And then he danced in front of her graves. He's giving maid, nun, goth, and wedding all at once. It's an amazing design. It's a super strong use of color, use of silhouette, use of repetition. The fucking fashion inspirations are super strong as well. The personality shines through as, like, weird loner girl with a really, like, strong, like, with a very, like, strong backstory. Like, she has, like, one of the saddest stories, I think, in the game. It definitely stands out as a design, because if you look at, like, this is why I don't like that sometimes that they use the school uniforms, and I wish that they did have, like, the fucking, like, things like what Persona 5 did with the Phantom Thieves, because there are characters in this game that are NPCs that are incredibly strong, and sometimes they kind of outshine the protagonist. Let's see the reload sprite. And this is one of them. Oh, I love... Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my god. If they put that in a gacha, I would pull for it instantly. First of all, we cooled the undertones down for this one significantly. She looks so much better with the cool undertone because her hair is already very warm, right? So you want that contrast. The fucking posing, again, much better. It's giving like those like broken doll poses you'd see in fashion magazines.
Hey Lily, I just remembered I have the art book for the original P3. If you want, I can post a few of the pages in the Discord.
Oh yeah, sure, please do. Feel free. Thank you so much for the super. Yes, it does. Like, it's like those broken doll poses that you see sometimes in fashion magazines.
As of the story of P4 Arena, she is alive and still with Junpei.
Oh, that's sweet, though. Thank you for the dono. But you know what? In canon, she's dead! Anyway, I really like how they played with the fucking shapes in this one so much. The colors already look better, but like they also exaggerated some features. The maid headband is bigger, the cuffs around the boots are also way bigger, the axe stands out way more as a weapon. Her face is stunning. Gorgeous, gorgeous girl. And she looks like so dead aloof, like I don't want to be here anymore. All of the roughly fancy bits also are way more noticeable. It no longer looks like her clothes are like sticking to her torso. Like, that bit of her outfit that's, like, the long sleeves and, like, the bodice, it also looks like a separate bit. You can also tell that she's wearing boots, not tights, so it looks really, really strong. It's again, bar none, the strongest design in Persona 3 is probably this one. For sure. Because it has, like, such a unique aesthetic in general. But, like, it can only work in this game as well. Like, I could see her in different places, but... it's such a, like, thing that, like, I see it and I'm like, you don't fit in, but at the same time, you fit in perfectly. Does that make sense? They really cooked with this one, especially with the posing. She has a knife going through her head. It's fake. She's wearing it for a bit.
She gives off the vibe that C will say, I have such sights to show as she begins your dance of death.
Low-key, yes, a little bit. I also like that they made the chain on her weapon a lot more prevalent than they used to. It sticks out way more. The use of lighting and color are phenomenal. Composition is much, much better. While still maintaining that very weird vibe. I think that, like, now, with the posing, the personalities shine through so much more. I love her, and look at how gorgeous that talk sprite is, genuinely. Her face is flawless. The fucking makeup, the super long eyelashes, the fucking half-lid stare, the wispy, beautiful hair, the fucking, that, like, goofy-ass maid headband that she likes to wear. It's super cute. I do genuinely think that this is the best design in the game so far. And that was, like, the main, like, antagonist, I think. So I think that we're moving into, like, the social links, I think? We're going into, like, the secondary to tertiary characters. These are the ones that, like, they're in the story, but a lot of them are, like, in either social links or you just, like, see them around town. So some of these will probably not have full body renders. Teacher that looks just like Yukari for no good reason. Did they ever explain this? Are they related? Like, I love her, but, like, she looks just like Yukari for, like, no good reason. No! She just did, like, no, they did not! Reminder, they're like, mommy, like, no, like, they just look alike, but they're not related! She does not. She looks like her, she does! My theory is time travel! No, she's not related. I think this is just the artist liked the fucking hair so much that he just went back and do it. She looks like her mother, which is stupid. Yeah, I think that this is one of those things that, like, they didn't really think about it when they were, like, designing the characters. Like, designing NPCs is one of, like, the last things you're gonna do. Like, she has to give you her merit code. No! Best gamer teacher. Like, I think that, and also, funny thing about Reload is that all of the social links are fully voiced, which is very interesting, right? Because Metaphor didn't voice them all. But Reload, everything is voiced. Everything, for some reason. I think they should keep doing that. She looks beautiful, very teacher, love the suit, love the shirt. But again, it's NPC. She still very much fits into the Persona 4 universe. Let's see the Reload. This was like Proto Kawakami. Was she really? The voice acting adds so much. I think that they should keep adding it to, like, future games. Oh, that's gorgeous. So some of these only have talk sprites. I actually really like what they did with the reload sprite, but she still looks like Yukari's mom. She still definitely looks like Yukari's mom. Also, she has tits. Not afraid to fucking show boobas in this one. Hair looks really nice and soft and wispy. The suit being a salmon color actually really adds to her color schemes. Was very, very nice. Beautiful facial features, as usual. Like, she's canonically a bum who's shitposting a line on trash talking her colleagues while wearing undies and a shirt. Oh, no. She lost her tummy. No, like, she lost most of her body. Some of these do not have full body renders because they just added the talk sprites. They're in 3D, but I'm not going to show the 3D ones because, like, the point is to see how the art style has grown and changed over time. And you can definitely see that there's now a more cohesive way that they draw faces. Girl failure? Yeah, a little bit. Fully voiced girl failure, by the way. I'm in love with the color of her suit, side note. I think that, like, yeah, the desaturation in the originals, like, I don't know why they did that. I much prefer how much brighter the colors are in Reload. Atlas games get 1 boob character per game. Maybe there's 2 in this one. Some of these I recognize, some of them I don't, because not all of these were in the movie. Cool that- oh, teacher. Oh my god, he looks like a loser. Dude, shave! Where are your eyes? They're like literally behind the glasses. A freak. Is this the nurse? Wait, you're... This is the school nurse. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. I'm not gonna say anything. Hold on, I need this, I need this, I need this.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying jack
big
shit.
trouble. And I don't
Let's
want
see
to
the
be in big
reload
trouble.
sprite. He said Ursa's obsessed with magic. Like actual magic or magic tricks? He also talks all the time. Oh, we barely changed anything. To be fair, we didn't really need to change much with this character because he was already pretty well proportioned. Something about Atlas that I like is that despite being a game that's like anime, they're not afraid to let themselves get goofy with like fucking facial features. With anime, a lot of times you see a lot of same face. In this one with Atlas, they're not afraid of it, especially not now. So a lot of like guy characters have like really weird faces, really weird shapes. Like you've seen people who look like this, chat. Like shape of the head and shit. I've seen people who look like this IRL, like minus the fucking lab coat. And Atlas is really not afraid to play with shapes when it comes to designing characters, which is something that I've always appreciated. It's a big reason why the art style was such an inspiration to me when my art career was very, very young. He likes to like lore drop the IRL myths that inspire the game. He takes up like 10 minutes of yapping. 10 minutes! And now it's fully voiced, baby. 10 minutes. Tell me that is not true, chat. Yapper indeed. Yeah. In Persona 4, when you go back to visit the Persona 3 school on a trip, he's the one that talks about the myth of Izanami. Oh! 10 minutes of talking about, like, Greek myth. He never shuts up. No, classroom stuff isn't voiced. Oh, okay, good. Wait, is it, like, 10 minutes of, like, click-through text? Dead ass? Oh, that's terrible. Atlas, why? Moving on. Okay, another teacher. So, like, she's generic, but would. Like, yeah, as far as generic goes, yeah. Ooh, let's see the reload sprite. Who's this? A teacher, I guess. Oh, wait, no. Fuck, oh, no. What? Wait, what? What? A glove Shido? Yeah. She looks like the freakiest. She looks like a freak. No. Wait, what? Why are you losing it in chat? Like, wait, what's going on? Oh, shit. Happy birthday. This is really pretty. Why is Wave losing it? Wait, yeah, Wave, words. Atlas getting the hottest designs, the most forgettable side characters. Like, this is, like, again, generic. And then the new one, still generic, much prettier, though. They refined the face shapes and the way that they did the eyes. Like, it's really funny because if you flip a Persona sprite, usually they tilt very heavily to one side in the old artwork. In this one, they're fairly well balanced. She's exactly the same. No, she is not, though. Look at, like, the difference in the fucking, like, shapes in the new one.
Wave, explain.
I don't know what Wave is doing. I'm probably gonna see it in a bit. Pearl necklace? Yeah, like, look at how much wider her shoulders are, how much better proportioned her face is. She has fuller lips now. The eyes are a little bit smaller. The brows are better shaped. There's more structure to the face in general. And the proportioning is just better. This is a very generic character, but it's a generic character that, like, fits into the Persona 3 art style, you know? Oh, wait, if you're talking about the sus teacher, you know the one. She did not get a sprite. So sadly, she's not in here. You're gonna have to put her in here yourself. Insert meme Wave. There you go. I have the old sprite, but for some reason, they didn't get a new one? Zax, thanks so much for the channel membership. Thank you. The sus teacher. Yeah, not this one. Bro, yeah, there's a sus teacher, but, like, they didn't get a new sprite. I wonder why. Kenji's teacher.
Doesn't the MC catfish her?
Does he? I have no idea. Thanks so much for the super. She's a science teacher, by the way. The teacher wasn't even sus. Kenji was just weird. Wave, insert meme here. Was Kenji weird? Wait, I think, oh, I know. Oh, I know, because, like, Hobby was listening to that earlier, because he was trying to find the fucking sprite for the video. I was hearing about something that, like, oh, just a guy pursuing a someone his age. Perfect. And then it was like, oh, she's a teacher, but, like, no one knows we're dating. It's like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I know. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about, Wave. Yes, I know. Oh my god. All right, moving on. Oh, you. Is this who I think it is? The funniest thing is that level of that link, you have to, like, keep feeding into Kenji's delusions. We were his chat GPT. Dickweed! Wait, is this Tanaka? Yes. No? No, this is a teacher that kind of resembles... This is not Tanaka. No, it's not Tanaka! Again, teacher, salaryman. This is Ikoda. I mean... Wow, chat racist? We immediately all assumed it was Tanaka. No, that's the principal. I can... Evil Tanaka! Oh, shit! Let's see the real sprite. I can probably picture Tanaka in my brain. We know exactly what Tanaka looks like. Do not compare the goat Tanaka to this ogre. He does look like an ogre. Again, we're not afraid to get goofy with the facial expressions in Reload, and I genuinely love that for them. It's very funny because for these sprites, they basically did, like, a one-to-one. They just made sure that, like, the art style was more modernized, the shading looks much nicer, and the line art is much more crisp. Because, fun fact, these did not get full sprites. These are only talk sprites, because they're, like, the super NPC characters. He's the teacher that Toriumi's really ranting about. He became more unlikable. How is it possible to make a character like this more unlikable? This is a teacher that heard Fuka was missing and refused to report to the police to protect his job because he ignored her being bullied. Oh, what an asshole. He teaches classic literature. Of course he does. Bully enabler. Ugh. This one's a shitter, chat. Moving on. Oh. Vixen. We look like a semen demon for some reason. To jail. Oh, help. What? Would. She wants the D. She looks like she does. I'm sorry. Is that the science teacher? Like, I love the vibe. This is the teacher Kenji liked. No, it's not. I could not find a sprite for that one. This teacher's from the 60s. I love her hair. She's married, I think. I don't see a ring on that finger. Very in love with her husband. Yeah, I don't see the ring, but that's the right hand, so it's fine. Let's see the reload sprite. Oh, that's so cute! They made her sprite less semen demon-y. Like, she looks a little bit more like a nice, merry, like, older woman teacher in this one. In the OG, she kind of looked like a throat goat, chat. I'm sorry. Like, in this one, it's, like, way more toned down. She looks very, very approachable. I love her hair. Love the fucking suit so much. Wait, Wave, did you find it? But Wave, that's the old one. She doesn't have a new one. But yeah, but that, like, yeah. Okay, so like this one I like a lot. I love the suit. These like are all just wearing normal suits, but I like the personality shining through in just the face because these just only get talks price. Very, very pretty. Oh yeah, she doesn't have a new one. I wonder why. Math teacher! I don't know what we were going for here. Like, math? Is this like scuffed Okarun? The fuck? Big nerd. Me neither. Like, what were we going for here, chat? Like, what was the vibe? He looks like a rat! Why does he look like a student and also like a rat? I think the vibe is meant to be dorky. Like, the teeth and the glasses I get. The afro, not so much. This guy got bullied a lot in school. So much that he became a math teacher. Mole man, you just know that this is the teacher that kids picked on without mercy. This is the teacher that got locked out of his classroom daily, chat. He looks like an ex-hippie. Let's see the reload sprite. It looks like a Boondocks character. Oh, much. No, it's still just as bad. I thought it was gonna be much better because it was really desaturated, but no. No. It's a woman. What? No, it's not. There's no tits. No, it's not. More white. Oh, I wonder why. Exactly. The teacher's female, not male. No, it's not! Flat as a board. Like, no woman would have an afro like that. They fucked up the OG releases and thought it was a girl. Research. Okay, all of the fucking things are like, some things are boys, alright? Different genders depending on the translation, actually. Oh, it's one of those cases. Okay, they happen in gaming every so often that sometimes Japan says the character is one gender and localization says another, so it's confusing. Higher production quality, still a nerd. Very crisp liner and great fucking drawing. Still a dipshit. Looks like a rat. Maybe she's an A-cup. That is not an A-cup. Some women don't get titties. Yeah, but you're not like that flat. This is incredibly androgynous. Like the face, I could believe woman, but like the body is like distinctly fucking Dorito shaped, you know? Still a guy. It's a woman in like Persona 3 FEs. Ratman, funniest NPC. Really? But you know what? Let's just call it a creature. They, them creature. We don't know. Nobody knows. History teacher.
I finished the slideshow. Look for the link in my message on the Stream Suggestions Discord channel. Do not look at the slide count smiley face.
Slideshow for what? Remind me? Thank you for the vids, by the way. I love this guy. Dude, I love the vibe. He reminds me of the Larian CEO that shows up into like full armor to award shows and shit. Like, he looks funny. He looks fucking funny. Exactly. Most normal teacher. This is the most normal dude here. Weeb. History weeb? History weeb. He's both. Okay, let's see the reload one. A game to a character review. Yeah, okay. I'll look at it later. Thank you. Okay, let's see the reload sprite, because this is a fucking hilarious character. Oh, I love him, though. He loves teaching specifically the Sengoku era and tries to speedrun the rest of the curriculum. No, he's one of those. We all have one of those teachers that, like, they hate the fucking, like, curriculum with a burning passion. So they just try and teach their own thing that they like the best. There's always one of these in school, okay? I love this character, though. The helmet is everything. Like, if you want to give, like, a teacher character personality, you can always make them do wacky shit. And they nailed it with this one. There was always a teacher like this, chat. The ones that dressed really funny and didn't give a shit about anybody, there, character design, add goofy helmet, boom, done. Would, even more so now. Chat! Oh, you look afraid of everything. Mirrored and more color. I'm getting bored. Well, these are NPCs. These are not meant to be super, like... Maybe if I but would. Why would so many of you fucking would the history teacher? It's because it's the history teacher from Persona 4, or the history teacher that wears an Egyptian princess helmet, and oh, I like this dude, he's cute. He does not look like a serial killer. Let's see the reload sprite. I just don't like how desaturated the reload ones are. Literally the same person. Better line art, better color, and the stubble is more noticeable. This is a physics teacher. Oh, yeah. I had a physics teacher that kind of looked like this, actually. That tracks, actually. That definitely tracks. NPC lawyer? Yes, a little bit. But again, I love how much nicer the faces look in general. Like, they're more chiseled. This guy's like the most normal person. Yeah, the most normal character in Persona 3, actually. A random person. Wait, Kenji. Oh, a degenerate. An absolute fucking creature. This is the dude that would fucking, like, use chat GPT to feed into his delusions and get psychosis. Fuck weirdo, the grossest. This fucker. Oh, there's so much hate in chat. Good, let it fuel you things. Tell me more. Evil child. Let the hatred flow through you. Go, chat, go. Just seeing his face causes visceral reactions to people. A degenerate, an absolute fucking creature. Let's see the reload sprite. Reverse groomer. Okay, but like, he looks... Have you guys ever seen someone and like immediately thought, wow, you look punchable? Because he looks punchable. I'm sorry. The only badass Link. He'd be strange. He's just the guy who's delusionally obsessed with the idea that he can date his teacher, and you have to feed into him as you want to like progress the social link. So like, we have to become his chat GPT therapist. We have to gas him up. But like, knowing Makoto, do you think that Makoto might have been doing that on purpose just to see what happens? Because Makoto doesn't give a shit. Like, Makoto's in it for the meme.
People hate Kenji, but he really isn't that bad. He's just a dude who wants to date an older woman. Meanwhile, we have someone later who has done worse than Kenji.
Like, the bad thing is that, like, you have to feed into the delusions. Unlike fucking Persona 5, which was, like, what's the fucking cunt in Persona 5 that, like, has your fan club that, like, you have to teach him how to be a better person? Unlike that one, in this one, I think we actively have to fucking gas him up. Mishima, yeah, fucking everybody hates Mishima. Mishima actually, like, gets better as a person as you progress his social link. Like, he falls to, like, fucking rock bottom under the subway, but then he goes back up and he's fine. Ah, yes, the living NPC Mishima. That's like his thing, though. I love Mishima. This ass is a social link, yes. Some of these are social links. Again, I do like that he has a uniform now instead of just a yee-ass yellow jacket, but he looks punchable. He does. I'm sorry, chat. The MC in Persona 3 is kind of in labor. Makoto doesn't really give a shit about most people or anything, really. You look super old. Lord Loudmouth, thanks so much for the sub. Year. Yay! Happy for the year. Youngest old guy ever made. Is he old? Class president. How is this a high schooler? Why does half of this class have gray hair? Because everyone's gonna die. No, he's like 17. How? Okay, let's see the reload sprite. Please age him down. He looks older somehow. How come he looks older somehow? Why is it like giving politician low-key though? Like, it's giving politician so fucking hard, chat. Why not? He's like the head of the disciplinary commission. Oh, of course he is. Yeah, his face is longer, so he looks older, but like, dude, no, like, he looks like a sleazy politician. Ew, it's the head shape, I think. Yeah, he's way too chiseled for a 17-year-old. He looks like he'll adamantly deny any Japanese wrongdoings in World War II because he was the one doing it. Chat! Chat has no chill today. You know what? I love it. Keep it coming, things. I love you. That's Loki posing on as a teen. Yeah, except Loki would look better doing it. He fucking snitches. He also looks greasy. He does look greasy. But there are a lot of greasy 17-year-olds out there. Like, I'm losing it. Chat has, like, no chill today. Oh, there's always one of these in Persona games. I like to call this, like, the way that Persona has to, like, draw fat people always. Every time. There's always one of these in Persona games, okay? Every fucking time. Like, in Persona 4, it was a girl. Does Persona 5 have one of these fat people? I don't think so, do they? No, they do. Do they? Not a social link. Do they? Hey, Moon, go away. If this is the Moon link, they could have not been less subtle if they tried, because he's round. Lala, the bar owner. No, Lala's not fat. She's fabulous. She's a drag queen. Dare I ask what he does? I don't know, but the chat is visceral, and I love it. All right, let's see the reload artwork. This one's very sad. That, like, the third palace ruler. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Also the principal. Oh my god, there's Ñoño. Has anyone seen El Chavo del Ocho here? Because, like, Ñoño, a little bit. Wait, put up a picture. Like, fat bastard. The moon haunts you.
So about what I said for Kenji. This guy is the worst social link in all of P3.
Oh.
He has scammed kids out of money.
Oh. And, like, do we enable that? Or, thanks so much for the donut, by the way.
People hit on this guy constantly, but
he's
he's one of my
tries to get around the
favorites.
censors.
I think people miss the point of it. Also, as someone who has struggled with food all my life, the final line in his S-Link genuinely makes me tear up.
Yeah, again, Persona 3 is all about, like, fucking facing your own mortality, so it makes sense that not all of the social links are gonna be the nicest. Thanks so much for the bits, hon. Generally, the worst social link. He looks a lot like he gets better. Yeah, choose my. Yeah, literally Ñoño, okay? He has a baby face. He has a very, very fat baby face, though. All right, let's keep it going. Oh, she's pretty. Kind of looks like my old avatar, actually. A little bit. Precious. Super pretty bean. Very nice uniform. Cute glasses. This is the best non-C's girl. Well, this is one of the non-party datables. And also, you have to, like, date everybody in the OG,
Gordolfo
right?
Gelatino coated, big and Calero.
Hey, thanks so much for the super. Justice social link. Fan favorite. Okay. She looks like very average, but not in a bad way, if that makes sense. Let's see the reload sprite. It's too bad that these only get talk sprites. Oh my god, she's so cute, though! Hold on. She looks so adorable. Like, her face looks so much nicer in the modern Persona art style than in the old one. Her head got bigger. Yes, but it's also proportioned better.
He tries to scam you out of money. But also he heavily implies that he killed his own brother.
Oh, Jesus.
So he tries to say it was an accident.
Oh, boy.
But hints say he did it on purpose.
Oh, Jesus
I wish
Christ.
we had the option to beat that guy up.
Oh my god! Persona 3 gets real. Thanks so much for the dono. He's also like the class president when you take the field trip in Persona 4. She does look like your old avatar. A little bit, yeah, except the eye color is different. She's a shy, awkward bean, and I love her. She's so sweet. Her hair looks so soft. She just generally looks very, very nice, very open, very approachable. Love the glasses. Love the fucking face so much. And she's wearing the uniform correctly. This is how you're supposed to wear it, by the way. Correctly. Forehead so big she could smoke a cigarette in the rain. She has a giant fucking forehead. Honestly, same. I think the old art problem had a problem with how wide the faces were. Yeah, like, some of the faces looked really cool. Like, this guy looks really good. But some of the faces were, like, way too wide. It depended on the angle. Like, Atlas does really, really well in, like, 3/4 angles. But, like, from the front, they still struggle sometimes, you know? Remember Oya? Okay, no, that was so far off, it's kind of insulting. He's struggling with guilt from the death of his brother, but he clearly did not intentionally kill him. Frenchie. French super weeb. I love the fan. Why do you look like you could be in Miraculous Ladybug, though? A little bit. French heights, baby, mon ami, baby. I had to do it at least once. Sorry, chat. Like, let's see the reloads, right? French weeaboo. Is there really such a thing? It is Japan. Oh my god, I love him! His face is fucking perfect, chat. Like, that is gorgeous. He looks like so... He looks so snooty, chat. He's so pretty. He has such a great face. Why does he look like Teddy? No, he's too sharp for Teddy. Like, Teddy's femboy coded, I'm sorry. Teddy's human form is super femboy coded. So I love it, but, like, he looks too sharp for Teddy. He looks very inherently masculine, minus the super long eyelashes.
Our French weeb. We love him.
I adore this man, okay? I've only seen him for like 2 seconds, but I would fucking go play Reload immediately just so I can fucking like talk to him. He's so fucking cool. He gets along super well with the samurai history teacher. Weebs know each other. Weebs can spot each other in like fucking 10,000 feet in the distance. Don't compare this guy to the abomination that is Teddy. He's so adorable, I can't. He's really cute. He's the best. We-a-boo. Okay. Chat. 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 His text was almost unreadable in the original. Really? Was it that bad? Lily? No, you lost me at we-a-boo. No, he is a weeb. A France weeb. We need more international weebs as a social link. We need a Persona game where we're not locked in a high school for once, okay? Let my boys travel. No, he's from France. He doesn't look Japanese. Again, yeah, this one, the face was very, very wide and the shoulders are way too narrow. But, like, my main issue is that the posing is very weak overall in the old sprites and it's very, very desaturated. Scott the Was, what? Oh, I kind of love his face, actually. Woo mouth. Aggressive, smug energy. I like it. He's like the art guy. Oh, he looks fun, though. His hair's very fluffy. This guy's all right. Again, look at, like, all the different eye and face shapes they've been playing with. Oh, Justin, thanks so much for 50. Oh, well, you guys fucking... Look, the threesome is happening. I have to schedule that now. 302, thank you very much for 50 channel memberships. That's so fucking generous of you. Thank you. Woo! Now it's happening for sure. Let me just put that into my schedule. Let's fucking go! Threesome achieved! Oh! I haven't drawn Aegis in forever. You know, I don't know why, but looking at him kind of get Maruki from his look. A little bit. He looks like a much younger version of Maruki. Yeah, like looking at the sprite, definitely looks like a younger version of Maruki, but like Maruki's face is a little bit more narrow. Yeah, baby. Thanks so much for the fucking super. Thank you. Oh, God, he's so baby too. He looks sweet. Ooh, that is an aggressive woo mouth, chat. Incredibly fucking aggressive woo mouth. Holy shit, I can't unsee it. But like Maruki, I think his eyes were like not as fucking were a little bit more downturned for Maruki, if that makes sense. Secret furry probably. Oh, he absolutely has like his fucking fur affinity account that he posts to daily. Absolutely daily. Cute little nerd. He seems sweet. I love how the classroom has been divided into like 2 camps. Baby and absolute Satan. And there is no in between. It's either fucking the best person on the planet or Satan. This guy looks like he can sew probably a fursuiter. He probably makes fursuits are expensive. Also here, to celebrate the threesome get. Ah! We did it! Woo! Threesome unlocked, chat. Good job! Yay! Homestuck music, yeah. Did you find a song for the goal hits? Yes. Woohoo! You did it! Never underestimate chat, Lily. I always will. 300 is a big number. I almost thought you guys weren't gonna hit it. Yeah. This is gonna be one of the weirder threesomes I've made, because, like, it's Lizzie and the toaster. I'm gonna summon Scruffy and fucking Wave all at once. Okay, anyway, back to the review! Okay, next. I think we're almost done. Student or PE teacher? Which one is it? I think it's a student? Maybe? This jock? Maybe? Yes? Fucking moron. Oh. Oh, is this in Camp Satan? Go! Go! Spit your vitriol, chat! Go! Be mean! Be petty! I live for it, things! Go! Spread that venom! Dude blew out his knee. He's like Proto-Ryuji. He's a fucking dumbass! He's not Satan, just dumb. He's great. Sportsman. He is a dumbass. Alright, let's see the reload sprite. He does look like a dumbass. Like, there's like a build. Like, okay, I'm gonna get in trouble, but like, there is such a thing as like Japanese grog. I think that this is like and it's a character you see everywhere in Japanese media, and this is it. No way he's a student. He looks older. He looks like the guy in anime that would randomly go up to girls to like ask them out, and then the protagonist would punch them. You know the type. Like, you kind of do. Yeah, no, there's not a single thought behind those eyes. There's characters like this in Japanese media everywhere, okay? He's a stereotype of his own. He would be the character that like rolls his R's when he speaks in Japanese. You know, the ones that are like, arrrroo, those ones.
In Portable, Fimsy can lie to BB that the Japanese for I love you is a farewell. At the end of SL he admits he knows what it means and he meant it.
Oh, that's so sweet. Why were we like robbed of the guy interactions with the Femc? I'm so sad. This guy's S-Link bothers me because his leg is injured and you have to keep motivating him to keep running to level him up. My mom is a physically therapist and I was screaming at the screen for him to just back down. So can we agree that Makoto's an enabler or what? Makoto is a terrible person, actually. Makoto, like, what the fuck? He is a terrible fuck. He goes from, like, the worst person to literally Jesus. I don't know how the fuck we did that. Anyway, moving on. Oh, I like her. Oh, she's cute, though.
He's stupid, but for good reasons.
Oh.
He has a damaged knee and intends to run a marathon for his nephew. But it'll damage his knee in the process. But we're supposed to encourage him to keep running for some reason.
Makoto's a terrible person, chat. Yuko, I love her. She looks cute. Let's see the reload sprite. Oh, that's so pretty. She has a really sweet-looking face, actually. A little bit of an underbite there, but that might be an Arsa thing. Oh, Mr. Eyeballs, thanks so much for 10 gifted subs to the community. Thank you. You guys have already smashed that goal. I have to fucking mentally plan that threesome. I have, like, 3 comics that I need to finish right now, like... And I'm working on all of them, believe you me. They're all in the schedule. The only one that's, like, in the schedule last, because I need to figure out the art style, unless I'm gonna go kick on my mini, is, like, Rouge and Shadow.
This was the NPC I wanted to romance exclusively in the OG.
Is she a social link? Because she's super cute. Very, very pretty. Love the skin tone. Love the fucking hairstyle. Adorable. Oh! Cunt. Cunt. I hate you, and if you know, you know. I hate you. I know that they fucking fix her shit. I hate you. Redemption art, but I still hate her. She's a bitch. You gotta want- no, bitch. Fuka's best friend. I don't care. Mean. She's besties, don't mean. Let's see the reload sprite. Ooh. No, she's kind of bad in the reload sprite. I hate her. I kind of hate how attractive she looks in the reload sprite. She looks super hot in the reload sprite. What the fuck? She got better. She did get better. She did get better. But like, she looks baller in reload. I like how they fixed her hair so much. I love her makeup as well. The fucking false eyelashes and like the fucking pale lipstick. Like, she's super gyaru. A billion percent. Yeah, like, it conveys the image more. Absolutely. She's super fucking pretty, but she's cunty. Police officer. These are the non-school NPCs, I think. It's a police officer. He looks like he's gonna scold you for jaywalking, even though you didn't jaywalk at all. The reload sprite is probably similar. Yep. Fucking hard ass, my man. Tells you your weapon. Wait. We get weapons from a police officer? Jesus, like... Persona 3, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait to go into it. Because like, it's wild. Don't ask questions. Here's the sword. Okay. He's actually pretty nice. He looks like a hard ass, but he seems like he might be nice. Yeah. He sells you the gear that fell off a truck. Did he steal it from the evidence lockup? Like, Persona 3 is a wild ride, chat. Kurosawa's the homie. He's not a Persona user, but he knows about the Dark Hour. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Because, like, I don't really remember this dude in the movies. I'd let him arrest me. Chat! Why are we being horny for the most random yee-ass NPCs? Holy shit, next. He tolerates our bullshit. A fetus. A baby. Hora de sofrer! Thanks so much for the sub. Thank you. A baby. Very cute. Let's see the reload sprite. Oh! I love how they draw kids in the modern, Persona art style. They look so squishy, and a kid should look like a blob. Like a child character, like the younger they look, the more blobby they should get. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I'm watching an anime right now called To Your Eternity, and there was like a kid character in it that was like a toddler, and she looked like a little blob, and it just made me so happy. She was so squishy. Must protect. I love her vibe, actually. The little backpack is so cute. It's super Japanese. I love those backpacks, and those motherfuckers are like fucking $400. I'm not joking. Old people! Great looking old people, actually. This is what happens when you age in anime, actually. Look at that. Kind old people. They look sweet. This is anyone past age 30 in anime, by the way. These people are 40. Eh, BB, you become 40, you become a raisin. Oh my god, they look so good. They look fucking baller! You turn into Studio Ghibli Regis? No, you age immediately. The bookstore owners that have to be loved and protected at all costs. I love them both. This is 30-year-old anime characters. Hag. Loki actually love these guys. They look good for anime 26. Yeah, they do! They look good for a character that's barely in their 30s. Yeah! Best couple in Persona. They're sweeties, and they're a couple that gives you weather and strawberry creams. I love them so much. They look like perfect old people, really. Emo. Beetlejuice knockoff. The most dramatic fucker you will ever meet in your life. Best in the series. Depression. Let's see the reload sprite. Oh my god, I love how dramatic he is! A dying man. This is the best social link in the series. Oh, for multiple people to say that, really? The tearjerker. He's a justified depression. Actual dying man. Terminal illness. Oh, baby. An actual dying man, like someone that actually, again, encompasses, oh, the creature's awake, the message of Persona 3. Hi, creature! He was a mindfuck on my end. This looks like an amazing design. Looks genuinely haunted. What? No, no uppies. No, no uppies. He looks great, though, in the reload sprite, because, like, he still looks haunted, but you can see his face better. Looks super sad. I love it. For this one, Wave made a special request. Yes, okay.
I'm going to do it.
Yes, we are. It's Tanaka.
Best social link in all of Persona. This man had me sobbing and had me change my life for the better.
Aw. I really can't wait to play it. Thanks so much for the dono. Tanaka! Tanaka has like a song that shows up in like all of the dancing games in Persona, and it's so weird. The best social link in the series for other reasons. Tanaka is the GOAT. NFT salesman. Tanaka is the tits. Okay, I love Tanaka. I want to see Persona Reload Tanaka. Yeah! Best shady man ever. He looks great. He looks wonderful. Like, they could have used the Persona fucking, like, 4 sprite of this dude, and it would still work. Like, the best part is that you know he doesn't get better. He's on the dark web in Persona 5. He is! He would be a crypto scammer. He's on the dark web in Persona 5. I almost wish he looked scummier. Chat. In the Persona 4 anime, there's a tiny little Tanaka chibis that dance to his theme. Yeah! He's in Persona 4 dancing, actually. Eyebrows. Very strong eyebrows. Running man. I feel like these are the people that you run into in the shopping mall, if that makes sense. His voice is pure sleaze. Tanaka is the fucking GOAT. Star. Let's see the reload sprite. Oh, I kind of love his vibe, actually. He seems dependable. He's speed. He seems very, very dependable. And not like he would fuck up his knee and we would have to gas him up ChatGPT style. I forgot that there were like 2 separate characters. Caesar ass haircut. You know what? He did it himself. The not terrible running guy. His social link is also very sweet. All these are social link characters, I think, for the most part. He's legit just a good guy. He looks like a good guy. I love his tracksuit. It's such a nice color. A lot of gray filtering in the OG game. Yeah, the OG game had like that gray anime filter that I hate. The new one has like much better color usage and direction. Oh, yes. You look like a dude that preaches doomsday, but you don't actually believe it. Scumbag monks. One of my favorites. Of course it is. He's great. I fucking love this guy. Evil. Mr. Tower himself. Oh, dude, no. He looks great. This is aura farming, chat. Smoking, drinking monk. Like, look. You're not supposed to, but he does it anyway, Mr. Mara. The asshole affectional. He sits around drinking and smoking. 10 out of 10. The rings give it away. I love the rings, though. Monk that smokes fat drinks in Amish. The rings are fucking stylish as fuck. I love this one because they level up, you have to play fully insult him. Oh, I love that. So many goddamn rings. He has a lot of fucking presence, chat. I love the way they draw faces in modern Persona games. It's great. Even the old ones have that flair, too. You look like a Bond supervillain wannabe. What's the story here, chat? This is Mitsuru's dad. Oh! Dead. Yeah, I can see where your daughter gets it from. You're very attractive in the reload sprite. Very pretty! Dilf. Very dilfy. He should look a little bit older, but he still looks older than fucking Mitsuru, so it's a fucking, it's good. Big boss. Big boss. He's only 27, you guys. Give him a break. Otherwise, he would be in Raisin. Number 2 from Austin Powers. Yes, actually. Downgrade in the reload, in my opinion. No, I think that the reload really sticks to landing. His face is really, really angular. It's way better, way better proportion. The shoulders are broader. Like, it looks good. Discount Ivy, thanks so much for the sub. It looks nice. I like it in reload. He looks really good. Why you can't a baddie? Alright, and that was everything. That was every sprite for Persona 3 and Persona 3 Reload. Overall, I think that, like, the original artwork for the game was actually really, really baller. I really liked it, but it had some growing pains if you compare to modern Persona. For Reload, I think that they did an amazing job at taking all of these super cool characters, breathing way more life into them, way more personality, way more color. For a game that has a lot to do about death and loss, one of the things that stands out to me about Persona 3's story is how you embrace life by embracing death in that game. So having the characters be more saturated, have way more color, have way more presence in life definitely makes sense to the setting. I love all of the new sprites. I really do. I genuinely think that they could have not done a better job if they tried. All of them looked fantastic. It kind of captured the spirit of Persona 3 while modernizing the art style to modern day Persona. It's incredibly expressive. It has such good action. The character designs are all baller. And it's a very, very, very strong contender into the series, despite being a remake. I love what they did with it so far. I cannot fucking wait to play it. I might stream it, honestly. And I think it's like wonderful, wonderful change up in the art style in general. And I actually would like to very much shout out and give a thank you to Gigantine Agency for getting me a review copy of Persona 3 Reload for the Switch, as well as Atlas for actually like giving me a chance to actually dig around with the game, play it on my own, play it portable. I might play it with you guys, because you guys had some really interesting commentary, so I definitely want to go back to that. And remember, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want me to see, like, the costumes for Persona 3, or even the arena designs, like the video! Like the video, leave a comment. You guys know I like that. Fight your demons. And remember, I did not do it once this whole entire stream. You guys can get awesome energy drink, lovely waifu cups of the Goonie and non-Goonie variety at Gamer Subs. Just use code KINKIMATION at checkout for 10% off your order for anything on the store, really. AFK, gsupps caffeine free, the waifu cups, t-shirts, whatever you want, it's there. It's the road to Lily's waifu cup after all. All right, with that, I think I can safely end this YouTube segment. How are we doing on time? Okay, now I can play supers and things back.
This game means so much for me, and this game isn't just about death, it's about making the most of life, and most of the social links tie into that perfectly. Even Nozomi, one of the songs is called Living with Determination, and that sums up the theme of the game perfectly.
Oh, actually, that reminds me, Wave, please do not use the songs for... Oh, never mind. I'll talk about it later. Got about have a good one, Lily. Bye! There's not that much time left on stream, actually, but, like, we can still chat shit for, like, 10 minutes. So time for Skong? No, we're just gonna chat shit for a little bit, because we're almost there anyway. Persona 4 Arena has, like, the Persona 3 characters aged up. Arena is a different game entirely. I think I have the animation book for that one, if I'm not mistaken. Last time I was able to join during the last few character sprites. Thankfully, the VOD is still going to be up, so you guys can look at this whole review if you want to. But there will be an edited video, so I want you guys to watch that one as well. Will there be any more TF2 content? Yes. No shot today. No shot today. Probably going to shot tomorrow, though. I need to go to eat. This was super fun, though. Night, y'all. Bye! I returned from my year 1 TF2 hiatus after 4,800 hours and immediately got hit with both your TF2 videos I recommended. Eh, baby! That's because my TF2 shit gets around. The timing is impeccable. Yes, it is.
Speaking of gamersips, the Pink Roach Mom Matara-con just came out with a merch drop today on gamersips.
Oh, was hers today?
Use
okay.
code KINKAMATION for 10% off if you want to get those.
Oh yeah, if you want to support a fellow pink thing. Well, also, supporting me, you can get Matara's merch with my code as well. Creator drops count too, by the way. Lily, shield the gsupps. I already did! I'm drinking from my, holy sheet, big booby ghost waifu cup right now. Delightful. And there is actually a new collection out now. Chill it more. I am! She's a purple thing now. Like, she's changed her design a little bit. Well, every VTuber has. Are you gonna pull up the Femc even though she's not in the remake, Lily? The only standouts for the portable game is like the Femc and Theodore, I think. Metaphor gave me a lot of hope for Persona 6 writing so much. It's gonna be another like 5 years before Persona 6 comes out, I think. They have to milk Persona 5 for all that it's worth. Wave sent me something cool though. She's a roach thing. She is a roach thing, but she's a pink roach thing. Look at the fucking dipshit thing that Wave made. Look at it! I went another SMT before another Persona. They just made an SMT, though. Have you ever considered doing VROCs from Discord? No. Look at that! It's a pink thing machine! That's so cool. Thank you. Isn't it cute? Necromorph machine energy! Air Riders base. I still have to go pick up my copy. I might do Air Riders for like a quick little break after Skong and then just launch right into another big game. I hate the Turbo Star so much. Why? It handles like ass, but isn't it cute? Though obviously I have the star that's like the most, like the machine that's like the most trollish. Vehicles of the Necromorph Empire. Show up, baby! Oh my god, I love it. It's horrible. I love the Jewish because no, I think Wave did. Isn't it cute? Buy it things. Yeah, go buy the machine. It's currently priced at 11,000 Wave coins. Jack up the go jack up the value. Go jack up the value. Make everybody ride around on a pink thing. Oh yeah, like, I usually don't do OC submissions for my community because people say that they can handle the criticism, but they really can't, so I'd rather not. I might if I had to switch to an Air Riders. I actually have to go get my copy. Pump those numbers. We're gonna be close to done with song soon. Alright, things, this is where I must leave you, though. I will see you all very, very soon. Tomorrow, if God is willing. And, yeah, have a wonderful evening, morning, whatever. Go get some gsupps, enjoy yourselves, and you hit that fucking sub goal, you absolute mad lads. I will see you soon, okay? Bye, love you, bye!